News This Morning, your Code Red station.
This morning on Fox 17 News, we're continuing to follow the aftermath of the weekend's catastrophic storms, how communities are turning to recovery and rebuilding efforts, plus new information about the strength and the damage.
And waking up here to new surveys that happened yesterday. Now we have 5 confirmed tornadoes. We'll take a look at all of those and their strengths coming up here in your forecast.
Thank you so much for starting your Tuesday with us here on Fox 17 News This Morning. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Erica Glover. This Tuesday morning, we're going to starting with team coverage again, talking about the deadly damage left behind and ongoing recovery efforts.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we have reporters this morning in Hendersonville. We are in Springfield and Robertson County. We're in Clarksville, giving you a full picture of the current situation on the ground, as a lot of people's homes are uninhabitable and many of them are starting what's going to be a long process of rebuilding.
Hendersonville dealing with wrecked buildings and then those power outages that are ongoing as tornadoes just plow through that area, destroying the electric stations. So we're going to get started with Fox 17 News. Justin McFarland live there, right there.
Yeah, good morning. We are in Hendersonville. This is where the damage does continue to try and be cleaned up here this morning. Authorities have now left a lot of the scenes where we have seen them. There's a lot of cleanup that has happened over the last 24 hours that I've been able to see here with my own naked eye in Hendersonville. However, there's a lot of damage that does remain. You're looking at some of it here at an antique shop and a party place here, a party rental kind of a place here in Hendersonville, where they're going to have a lot of work to do. And really, in this case, they're going to need not just repairs, but a total, complete rebuild. However, there is progress being made here in Hendersonville and Sumner County. Take a look at this. This is a message from the city of Hendersonville. They say the public work crews will continue to concentrate their efforts on tornado recovery in the coming days, and they're grateful to have several neighboring cities helping to volunteer to pick up the limbs and the brush. They are also reminding everyone the demolition debris has to be separated from the vegetation debris, okay? And they will not be able to collect piles that are mixed. And we're going to get into details of that coming up here a little bit later. But they do need you to kind of separate those piles so they can go and grab them. Now, they do expect to be out on the roads as soon as the sun gets up here in Hendersonville. That's when they will be back out and looking for that debris out there on the curb. So they're asking people to make every effort to get that debris out there so the city can come get it. They do not want, and Greg will talk about this later, they do not want the rain to move through, which we're days away from the next rainfall. But rain comes through, it soaks debris like this, and that's what creates mold and mildew in the air. They're trying to avoid that by getting the debris out before rainfall starts again. We're live for you this morning. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Justin, thank you. This Tuesday morning, we're also having some more looks over in Springfield after tornado touchdown in Robertson County, really terrifying the residents and causing a whole lot of damage too.
We talked to the city manager yesterday morning, and he was telling us the story of people working in an oil change shop who had to hide down in the oil pits when the tornadoes came through. So let's send it out now to Fox 17 News. Amanda Chin joining us live this morning in Springfield.
Good morning, Erica and Jen. I am here at the Kroger Shopping Center here in Springfield, and this is where the National Weather Service says the tornado increased strength right here. And I just want to get right to the damage here. I mean, look at these cars. They are untouched. I just want to show you this particular one. Right in the driver's seat, you see a piece of wood that was wedged right into the car window and just right by the driver. So we're hoping no one was in there when this came through, because I mean, that is crazy to just look at this huge piece of wood that flew into there. And you can also see around us these other cars and the damage that they did to them, again hoping no one was in there at this time. Now, I know that we looked at some photos yesterday of the damage to the Kroger, and it looks like there has been some pickup, some recovery, because you can see those bricks over there. Originally we saw yesterday how there were debris all around there, but it looks like there's been some cleanup there. And then if you take a look behind us here, you'll also see the Kroger gas station here with some damage. But it looks like that they are starting to make some progress here, but obviously still a lot of pickup and debris that needs to be done. Now they are asking folks to stay clear of the affected area so that folks can continue to clean up, but we'll have updates all morning. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Amanda, thank you very much. We drove by there yesterday, and there are stores like the Holman Jewelers, Greg, that is hardly even recognizable.
Jet's Pizza's gone.
Jet's Pizza is gone. The Valvoline Oil Change Center is hardly has a wall standing. It's just wild.
Yeah, and we're going to get Amanda all around that area this morning to show you all the different places that unfortunately were so heavily impacted. I've got you, just to start off the morning, some of the extremes from that 10-hour threat we had. So the longest track tornado that we have that has been documented so far, and they are still definitely doing surveys, was the Clarksville tornado that went into Kentucky. It was on the ground for an hour. Brett Luna and I were tracking that the whole time, and we just knew it was not going to be pretty, and it was very devastating. Strongest tornado, that's the one, EF3. Deaths and injuries as of now, we have 3 from the Clarksville tornado, and we have 3 from Madison, and we have 62 injuries. So as anything continues to come in, we'll let you know. We've had 5 confirmed tornadoes. I'm going to show you that map coming up in the next check of your forecast.
Greg, thank you so much. 4:06 is your time. We're going to check in now with a Steer Clear traffic update. And as Justin, our traffic anchor, likes to say, shh, the trucks are sleeping. Here they are. This is a live look, I-40 White Bridge. Other than the sleeping trucks, this area is clear. No crashes or slowdowns to tell you about.
How Clarksville is putting the pieces back together after an EF3 tornado ripped right through here.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. It is 4:09 and we go to Clarksville now, where this weekend's tornado will leave scars there for years to come. We had 3 people lose their lives and homes that are left in shambles. We've also learned since that EF3 tornado touchdown, school for Clarksville, Montgomery County's public schools will be out for the rest of the year, essentially. They're out this week and then they have Christmas break, so they will return after the first of the year. Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse joining us live in Clarksville this morning with the updates. Good morning.
Good morning, Jen. As you all know, I've been here since day one. The devastation here, it's a very hard sight to look at, but the one thing that I really want to touch on is the community, the people that are coming together, bringing food, blankets, water. Just on this street where I'm at, it's actually where the 3 people passed away. Now, the tornado touching down here in Clarksville, 600 yards in width, taking homes, cars, furnitures. Some homeowners say their precious memories are gone as well, and as I have stated before, 3 lives were taken here. Some people on this street who survived the mass destruction say they didn't hear any sirens go off.
Did you hear any sort of tornado sirens at all?
No, none at all. Once I ensured that my family was okay, I put on some shoes and a coat, and I ran over here to assist the house that was demolished. And my whole time outside, I didn't hear anything. I think it was maybe an hour later.
Kylie Walker that asked that question yesterday, and I actually spoke to George Cabrera earlier and a few days before, and he told me that debris flew all over his home, glass everywhere, but the community coming together, showing up for all of those here meant the world to him and his family and his neighbors. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention, when I was here on Sunday, actually, Chick-fil-A, which is closed on Sunday, they were out here passing out food, water, chicken nuggets, sandwiches, and then there was also people here with trucks and boxes just to help people get the belongings, what they could salvage out of those who lost everything. Reporting live in Clarksville for now, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
And we continue to get more information, and we now have 5 confirmed tornadoes here. Just with this event, we're going to continue to see more as they continue to survey. I'm going to show you the map of where those tornadoes are at that have been confirmed. They are all EF2 or EF3 strength, meaning at least 100-mile-per-hour wind speeds, if not above, for each survey they have done in 2 days. And take a look right here at this map. We were talking earlier in the fall, we didn't have a lot of rain, we had a drought, we didn't see any severe weather, but November and December has become our secondary severe weather season over the last few years, and you can see most of our tornadoes for December, and the count, not adding in what we have right now, was 45 since 1811. We've already got 5 just from this weekend in December here across the area. So winter has become our secondary severe weather season, and I'm going to show you that map. We'll talk about what we're seeing, and we'll keep working through the recovery process as well. What can we do next to help out folks as we go forward?
Greg, thank you. As we check steer clear traffic, I do want to just very briefly remind you that we still have some secondary road closures as a result of the tornado damage. We still have road closures in and around Nesbitt Lane in Madison, Dickerson Pike, Old Hickory Boulevard, that area. Right now, taking a live look by the airport, I-40 at Donaldson Pike. Looking good this morning. If you have to get out to the airport, we say no delays and very little traffic coming into Nashville right now. But we'll monitor this area as the morning continues and we get closer to rush hour. We'll be sure to keep you updated every few minutes. A mid-state police officer dies in a crash. Fox 17 News is learning more about that officer and what happened. We'll share that in minutes. And a terrifying escape for a mother and her 2 children. Our Kelly Avellino with their story of the survival in these tornadoes.
At 4:15, we have a Fox 17 News alert letting you know the Laverne Police Department says one of their officers was killed in a car crash. It happened on Monday.
It did, and we're learning more about that officer. We have a picture here. This is Officer Brandon Joyner, who died in that car crash in Smyrna. 46 years old, a 6-year veteran of the Laverne Police Department. The department is asking for prayers for Officer Joyner's family, as well as their entire department and the city as they mourn their loss.
In Operation Crime and Justice, there is a Mississippi man, we're showing you a photo of right behind us here, who was vacationing in Nashville and then arrested for kidnapping and brutally beating his girlfriend. The Metro Police Department says Bryson John Rivers and his 22-year-old girlfriend left a bar Sunday night.
Okay, so they're here visiting. Police say Rivers began hitting his girlfriend, took her phone, and parked in a parking lot where that assault continued. The woman's family got her location to police officers here in Nashville. They arrived and arrested Rivers. Police say the woman is expected to recover, and he is facing a long list of charges, including aggravated kidnapping and interfering with an emergency call, because police say he tried to stop her from calling for help. He's currently being held on a $250,000 bond.
When it comes to continued coverage regarding tornadoes, we know more than 100 homes in Clarksville are just gone. They were leveled by a massive tornado that touched down on Saturday.
Yeah, so we continue our coverage now with Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino explaining what some of these survivors are now up against.
The tornado blew this trailer completely on its side here in Clarksville, but you could still tell that it's a trailer. That's not the case for everyone in this neighborhood.
This is his crib. All of that's his crib mattress.
This is the first time Sydney Moore is seeing what's left of her home since 150-mile-an-hour winds ripped it from the ground Saturday. She was inside her living room with her 4-month-old son, Lord, her 1-year-old son, Princeton, and their father.
My boyfriend said it sounds like an airplane.
When did you first hear the tornado warning siren?
When me and Princeton were already in the air.
Sydney clutching her 1-year-old as the trailer was violently thrown into the air. But newborn Lord was still in his bassinet, his father desperately reaching for him.
He tried to grab him, but he couldn't, and the tip of the tornado sucked them both up.
Lord was ejected from the home, the father hit by a tree, Sydney and her baby trapped under a collapsed wall.
Princeton was on my chest, and whatever that was crushing me.
Amazingly, Sydney found the strength to free herself and Princeton, but Lord was gone.
And I just remember asking him, "Where's my baby?" And he said he didn't know.
Miraculously, the couple found their baby alive.
He found him laying in a tree, like somebody placed him in this tree. Like, I don't know how we survived.
How do you think you survived it?
It had to have been God.
4 lives saved, but now in desperate need of being rebuilt. Like so many other people here in Clarksville and across Middle Tennessee, Sydney tells me she is not sure where she and her 2 baby boys will live in the foreseeable future. They are alive though, and she says for that, she will be forever grateful. In Clarksville, I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Wow, Kelly, thank you so much. In Clarksville, too, crews say they're asking for volunteers to go ahead and pause their recovery efforts. They say in this county, city and private haulers, or I should say they're saying that because private haulers can then catch up with the debris pickup process. They're asking people to go ahead and keep those city streets clear. That way they can use heavy machinery to go ahead and get in there and help clear out the roads. This will also speed up the cleanup and power restoration phase. Crews say they're going to make an announcement over the next couple of days about when volunteers can go ahead and restart collecting that debris. If you would like to help, you can also call 931-245-2988 to be added to their volunteer list.
Well, it is just about 4:20 right now, and we're going to join Greg to talk about how the forecast is shaping up for the week. And Greg, some good news here, right? We heard Justin mention it at the top of the 4 o'clock. These efforts to clean up are going to be hampered by any rain. And the good news is we don't have any for the next several days, right?
There is nothing until Sunday.
Okay.
Now, is it cold this morning? Yes. But is it dry this morning?
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be sunny for the afternoons. We'll be a little bit warmer in the 50s. But I want to show you, Jen, right now, the map of the 5 confirmed tornadoes that we have. I don't like the categories that we're in, because usually we'll get a little spin up. We'll see an EF0 and EF1 with, not much time on the ground, not much damage that's done. These are all EF2 or EF3 strength, which means we've got category 3 to category 4 hurricane strength winds that move through with these tornadoes. I'm going to point them out for you. We're going to spend this entire forecast just talking about what we have learned in the last 24 hours. Now, we know the Clarksville tornado that went up into Todd County and Logan County was an EF3, 43 miles on the ground for an hour. I was watching it, and it was not nice to see. Taking a look here, we've got one that was up toward the Springfield area and then pushed toward Robertson County. You're going to see much more of the damage that happened up there throughout the morning with us right here on Fox 17, and that had wind speeds of 120 miles per hour. And then the Madison, Hendersonville, and Gallatin tornado, EF2, 125 miles per hour. And you get down toward White Bluff, same deal, EF2, 125 miles per hour, and you get out toward the Cumberland Furnace area in Dickson County, and that's also an EF2. So as we continue to get this story going for you, we'll update this map throughout the rest of this week.
Greg, thanks so much. At 4:21, checking in on steer clear traffic for you. We've got a live look from I-65 at Vietnam Veterans Boulevard, and we're trying to see if we could tell if there's a little bit of debris out here on the interstate. I do see some construction cones that have been placed over to the inside shoulder, so no problems here per se, but just wanted to kind of check on that for you. Speaking of this part of town, I-65 Vietnam Veterans up north of Nashville near Hendersonville, I do want to remind you that a little bit south of here, I-65 at Old Hickory Boulevard, that's the exit where road crews are still making emergency repairs after the tornado. So if you have to get off I-65 at Old Hickory, just know that you're going to encounter some work crews trying to clean up after the tornado.
Coming up, the Titans snatching victory from the jaws of Dolphins' defeat. Yeah, did you catch the game? We're going to talk about how they pulled off the comeback in under 3 minutes.
History making last night. It was huge. And the Preds thinking about both of their upcoming matches and ways to help the Mid-State in the wake of our disaster as well. We'll tell you how they're doing both in minutes. Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Epic night for the Titans. I don't know if you had a chance to watch Monday Night Football, but the Titans make history pulling off a stunning upset in prime time, wiping out the Dolphins' 14-point lead. The Dolphins were up by 14 with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
All of this done in the last 3 minutes.
Wild.
All right, let's Watch the highlights. Will Levis sending an impressive 45-yard pass soaring to DeAndre Hopkins. Titans really came in clutch at the end of the fourth, right? Yeah, the Titans were down 27-13. Levis shooting to DeAndre Hopkins for a touchdown.
Yeah, so and then here we are with less than 2 minutes to go. Levis is going to get it to Derrick Henry. He jumped into the end zone to tie it up. After the extra point, a sack by Harold Landry lets him hold on. By the way, the Titans went for 2 on one of these final drives, and going for 2 proved to be the game winner.
Do you think any fans saw this coming?
I don't.
Okay.
And you know, the Twitter is just
going
crazy this morning after it. Just a crazy finish. You know, Coach Vrabel said that the thing that he loves about these players is that they don't quit. He said, you know, there are a lot of guys who are stepping up to play right now who you've never heard their names, but they're coming in clutch. There's Will Levis right there who was fired up. He said,
absolutely.
Let's go.
And keep in mind, the Titans are going to play the Texans here at Nissan Stadium Sunday.
Yeah, that's going to be another tough matchup, but they've got energy now and home field advantage, so looking forward to that.
Let's talk about hockey.
Let's do it. The Preds and the Flyers are going to meet and compete tonight at Bridgestone Arena. The Preds' first game back at home since the Tornadoes came through the Mid-State.
Yeah, so we're taking a closer look at that game that's happening. The Preds playing the Philadelphia Flyers tonight. Nashville is 15-13, almost the same as the Flyers' 15-10 record with 2 shootout losses. Definitely on the team's mind is helping the community shaken, right, by tornadoes. Some of the profits from the Predators Foundation's silent auction during tonight's game is going towards relief efforts. The auction outside sections 106 and 107 at Bridgestone, and the Preds say they will be finding some more ways for fans to go ahead and pitch in. By the way, the puck drops tonight at 7 o'clock.
I love that. Trying to find a way to give back.
Always.
That's what we do. We find out what we need and we give back. That's how we work here around this part of the country here. And taking a look at the weather story, I've got 3 bullet points for you. I do it every morning. I tell you the big 3 things. More cold mornings. Right side of your screen are current temperatures that are in the 20s here to start today. They're even colder than yesterday morning in some spots. We're going to be sunny though and warmer this afternoon than yesterday. Sunday, that's the next chance for rain. So all the cleanup, all of the help, all of the support, we don't have to worry about anything other than just trying to have layers on when you're outside here for the mornings and the afternoons. 18 is the feel like temperature in Murfreesboro, Clarksville, Gallatin, the Dickson area, all of these areas, even, you know, north of Nashville up toward Madison, toward Hendersonville. We feel like we're in the 20s, so a lot of these folks still need some help. And whatever way you can do, we're going to help you find some ways to help them out throughout this morning.
Greg, thank you. 428. Time to check in on another steer clear traffic update out there. We are going to show you if it pops up on the screen. Here we go. The computer is a little frozen. It's still waking up, okay? I-65 Old Hickory. This area right now is clear from what I can tell, even though the computer is not loading.
Interstate looks good. Just a reminder, if you get off at Old Hickory at I-65, we've got emergency road repairs on Dickerson Pike. We have emergency road repairs on Old Hickory and Graycroft, all in that area.
So give yourself a little bit extra time there. Coming up, we have more team coverage here on Fox 17 News with our crews live throughout the Mid-State. We're just making sense of the chaos as communities continue the recovery process.
Hey. You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Right now on Fox 17 News This Morning, we continue to follow the aftermath of this weekend's tornadoes. Communities recovering, cleanup efforts already underway, plus brand new video coming in and information, the specifics on those tornadoes now coming to light.
Cold and calm once again here to kick off this morning. I'm going to look at updates to more tornadoes that have been confirmed in the last 24 hours. We'll look at the strength and paths coming up in your forecast.
And of course, we're keeping a very close eye on your steer clear traffic updates and road closures caused by the tornado damage. What you need to know before heading out the door for your Tuesday morning commute.
Good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us. Here on Fox 17 News This Morning, I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Erica Glover. We're going to get started this Tuesday morning with our team coverage. We're bringing you the very latest when it comes to recovery efforts.
Yeah, we're now on that road to recovery. Live crews standing by this morning in Clarksville, Springfield, and Hendersonville.
We're going to begin right now in Hendersonville. That is where folks are dealing with wrecked buildings and persistent power outages. Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland right there for us with another update.
Yeah, good morning. Things are certainly getting better here in Hendersonville. For some folks, the recovery is going to be pretty minor. For some folks, the recovery is going to mean a major overhaul, and that is certainly the case for this building here, the Ultimate Party Tents and Events back here in Hendersonville, and an antique store that was here along with it. You can see the debris has buried a car, but we've been watching scenes like this for the last couple of days since the storm took place on Saturday afternoon. We've seen a lot of the debris thrown across Sumner County and other areas as well. What about the recovery? What is the city doing to try to move forward? Well, we've gotten a message from the city of Hendersonville. Take a look. This is part of that message. It says that the city hall will reopen for normal business hours starting, and they say tomorrow, but in that case it means today. They say limb and brush pickup will continue, as well as HPD, the Hendersonville Police Department, increasing patrols on the areas. They also say they will be assessing the damage by visiting every affected business or resident, and that should be done in the next couple of days. They also say that the Drakes Creek Park volleyball courts will be shut down for the foreseeable future, it would seem, because of the damage sustained over that area. The good news is they've been working hard on the power, getting the power back up and going here in Hendersonville. They say they've been able to restore thousands of people. We'll tell you how much more they have to do coming up here in our 5 o'clock hour. For now, we're live for you. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Justin, thank you very much. And at 4:33, new looks this morning as we go to Springfield. This is in Robertson County. Memorial Boulevard through the heart of Springfield taking a big hit from an EF2 tornado that touched down there Saturday evening.
That's where we find Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin. What's the situation there? I know you were standing in the Kroger parking lot, and that's where you are right now.
Yes, good morning, Erica and Jen. I am here in the Kroger Shopping Center, and this is where we're told the tornado increased its strength. And we can definitely tell by what we've been seeing this morning. I just want to show you right here this car. You can see just on the edge and this uprooted tree right here, just standing right here, about to really fall into this ditch. We're hoping no one was in there, and we do know that the city manager told us there were just minor injuries here in Springfield, so grateful for that. And I want to also show you this car in this ditch right here. I mean, this car completely was in the parking lot, fell all the way into this ditch, turned upside down. You can see debris, more uprooted trees, branches all around here. There is also another car in this ditch, which we can't really show you right now because it's dark, but there is a second car in this ditch as well. This just gives you a glimpse of how strong that tornado was here in Springfield. And we do want to show you some of these businesses that have also been damaged, heavily damaged, will definitely need to be rebuilt. But we're waiting till it's a little bit lighter out to show you some of that damage, as we don't have light right now. But we'll continue to keep you updated, and we'll continue to show you the damage here on the ground in Springfield. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right, Amanda, thank you. By the way, there are several groups that are coming together there in Robertson County through the Chamber of Commerce to organize volunteer events for folks to go out and help get an organized cleanup effort underway.
And yesterday we talked about the schools that were closed because of the power outages. Yeah. We understand that some more schools are going to continue that throughout the week. Clarksville, Montgomery County Schools is closed for the rest of the week, and classes will resume after winter break, okay? Take a look at your screen. Northeast High School on Trenton Road still available as a shelter, so they're not going to be open.
Good news.
High school exams are going to be waived, and they have some more updates on cmcss.net.
That's the Clarksville, Montgomery County school system.
Yes.
So let's go to Sumner County because schools there will also be closed today. They are planning to reopen tomorrow because the power has now been restored to all of the schools there in Sumner County. And speaking of power outages, I'm looking right now live at the NES power outage map to get us an updated number here this half hour. NES currently with 3,000 customers still without power. Now at the height here, we were looking at 50,000. So they've made a lot of progress even just since yesterday morning. When we started yesterday morning, what, 10,000, I believe?
Correct.
So they've got 7,000 more customers back online in 24 hours.
And they said it could take till the end of the week
to
make some significant headway. So we are asking some questions this morning when it comes to tornado sirens and how you get those alerts. I know that Greg always talks about that. If you're outside, you're going to get those outdoor alerts telling you to get back inside.
Right.
So our question says, how do you get those alerts during a tornado warning? 81.3% of you all say your phone. We always say download our free Code Red weather app.
Yeah.
That way you get the alerts. You have plenty of time to prepare, and we're watching that in real time.
We are, and to your point, Erica, about the sirens, it is worth reiterating those tornado sirens, where they do exist, and they don't exist everywhere. Where they do exist, they are not intended to notify you when you are in your house. Those are meant to notify people who are outside working, outside playing, at ball fields and whatnot. Greg is here now to talk a little bit more about that aspect of our storm coverage.
That we are. We always tell you to get the Fox 17 Code Red weather app, and I might seem like I'm just a broken record every day saying it. Get the app, get the app. It's kind of like your smoke detector overnight. Well, that's all you can do overnight. You cannot depend on sirens. We do not fire the sirens off to make them make the noise. The National Weather Service does not either. However, if you get the app, you will have direct, instant alerts when it comes to you being indoors, whether it's daytime, nighttime, whatever county you're in. Even if you're out of the state, it will help you out for severe weather.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. At 4:38 right now, steer clear of traffic time. We're going to take you live over to I-24 at Briley Parkway. Nice and quiet here this morning on this side of town. This is north of Nashville. We were seeing a little bit of a backup, I-24 at Whites Creek Pike. Kind of hard to tell what it is because there's not a camera on Whites Creek, but just keeping an eye on that for you to let you know that your north Briley I-24 commute is looking good here at 4:38.
As you can see behind me, crews here just showed up in Clarksville after an EF3 tornado ripped through the area. How the community is coming together.
Code Red alerts from Buck.
4:40 is the time. We understand that this weekend's storms will certainly leave deep scars over in Clarksville, where 3 people were killed and homes left in shambles. That's where an EF3 tornado touched down. All of this happening on Saturday. Right now, though, Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse joining us live in Clarksville. And you were talking about crews pulling up. We can see them right behind you there, the lights on. So what else are you seeing there this Tuesday? Good morning.
Good morning, Erica. Yeah, you just probably heard that big boom. Crews just showed up. It's a little bit it's 4:41 right now. I was here yesterday, and crews, they were not here. I'm sure they were trying to get together and figure out like what time they could coordinate, but it's just a very exciting sight to see how early these people are showing up to help the community of Clarksville after a 150 mile per hour winds tornado ripped through here, taking 3 lives. It's dark, so it's hard to kind of see what the efforts look like or how much debris has been cleaned up. But from what I can see, things do look different from when I was here yesterday, and I know that's a good sign. Now, the tornado touched down here in Clarksville, 600 yards in width, taking homes, cars, furniture. Some homeowners say their precious memories now gone, buried, along with lives that were lost here. Some people on this street who survived the mass destruction say they did not hear sirens go off before the tornado touched the ground.
Did you hear any sort of tornado sirens at all?
No, none at all. Once I ensured that my family was okay, I put on some shoes and a coat, and I ran over here to assist the house that was demolished. And my whole time outside, I didn't hear anything. I think it was maybe an hour later.
Now, that was George Cabrera. He lives on this block where 3 people died from the tornado, and he told us yesterday, glass, debris everywhere, but him and his 2 sons, they did make it out alive. But one thing that he said that he was so impressed with was how the community showed up to help. Chick-fil-A came out here on Sunday, and that was their day off. Again, crews, they're here, they're showing up. It's early. For now, live in Clarksville, I'm Peyton Muse with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Good morning. Time right now is 4:43, and now we're in the process of where do we go from here? How does the cleanup work? What are the organizations we can talk to and work with? And we're going to get to a lot of that throughout this morning. Right now, this is the big weather story. We're really cold, and a lot of folks are still trying to get power back on. We've gotten a great deal of work done when it comes to that, but looking north of Nashville, where most of our damage was, we now have 5 confirmed tornadoes, 21 degrees how it feels right now in Clarksville, where we just saw Peyton. 26 degrees in Gallatin, and that's also the Hendersonville temperature where we have seen Justin throughout this morning. This is one of those cold mornings. It's not going to get much better, so just keep that in mind, that if you start hearing us talk to these organizations, maybe even just layers of clothing and coats might be a good idea to help us out going through the rest of this winter.
Chilly. 4:44 is the time. We do have crews that are coming in from, I believe, Georgia and other areas that are coming to help with this situation. So we're keeping a close eye on traffic. Right now, I-40 Donaldson Pike. This is out near the airport, an area that's typically very, very busy. But right now, no slowdowns for that exit. Looks very good. We'll continue monitoring all of your traffic updates up until 9 a.m. Coming up, the generosity of the mid-state native Taylor Swift, an icon. How her gift is going to be used to bounce back from damage in one town, her hometown. And former President Trump could be in a Supreme Court room. What you need to know this Tuesday.
Merry Christmas and happy.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning.
The United Nations this week is going to go ahead and resume an emergency session on the Israel-Hamas war, aiming to agree on recommendations for bringing peace to the region.
Yeah, this all comes as Israel does expand its military operations into southern Gaza, and the civilian death toll is growing. We have national correspondent Atra El-Nashar this morning with the latest updates.
International and domestic political pressure is building on the White House to distance itself from Israel and protect civilian lives in Gaza. As of Monday, about 18,000 people have been killed in Gaza since the October 7th Hamas attacks in Israel. 70% of them, roughly 12,600, are women and children. Another 49,000 have been injured. Those figures, cited by the United Nations, come from the Palestinian Ministry of Health under the Hamas-run government.
Look, none of this is our fault. We are already crushed and oppressed.
The White House has avoided direct criticism of Israel, saying they're in touch on ways to avoid civilian casualties.
Israel should be allowed to defend itself against a terrorist organization.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken made one of his bluntest comments on the matter Sunday morning.
We think there needs to be a premium put on protecting civilians. The intent is there, but the results are not always manifesting themselves.
This follows backlash from the U.S. vetoing a UN resolution Friday demanding a humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza and immediate release of hostages, in part because it did not include a condemnation of Hamas. The veto broke with allies France and Japan. Here at home, President Biden's handling of the conflict appears to be hurting him politically. A recent Pew Research poll found only 1/3 of adults approve of his response to the Israel-Hamas war. And when it comes to voters younger than 30, 46% disapprove. The president's response has been generally consistent with long-standing U.S. policy supporting Israel and in line with most of Congress. But 21% say he's favoring Israelis too much.
No more money for Israel slaughter!
And 16% say he's favoring Palestinians too much.
Are you ready to stand for Israel today?
A decades-long conflict coming to a head over 2 deadly months of war, with U.S. leadership playing an outsized role in where it goes from here. In Washington, I'm Atra El-Nashar reporting.
Bringing it back here closer to home now and getting you more updates after the deadly tornadoes. We know that Nashville is home to some of the biggest names in music, and they never fail to come through in times of tragedy. Case in point, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She's stepping up. The Community Foundation of Tennessee says that Taylor Swift is giving a $1 million donation. Now, Swift, if you did not know this, she grew up over in Hendersonville, and they do tell us the money will first go to that particular area, Hendersonville, before ultimately being used in other parts of the mid-state.
Yeah, so there's a park in Hendersonville in that tornado zone. It's right near Drakes Creek Park that did take a hit right in the tornadoes, and that park is named after her.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the playground is the Taylor Swift playground. So Yes, as to your point, Erica, you know, her family moved her to Hendersonville to pursue music when she was young, and so, you know, she spent like her younger teenage years there, and then they named a park after her at Drakes Creek Park.
The more you know. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, no problem. But it's, you know, it's good to see, like Erica was saying, it's just good to see people like that stepping up and doing good in the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Weather-wise, this Tuesday,
yeah.
it's chilly out there.
It's really cold, it's sunny, and whether you're given $1 million or you're given $10 or a coat or a meal,
right.
This is that time of the year. This is the giving season, quite literally. Whatever you can do to help, and we're going to talk to organizations later this morning about what you can do to help out. Let's get to the weather right now. Here's the big preliminary storm report thing when it comes to some of the extremes with our tornado reports, and then we'll get into the map of a few updates to a few areas that were surveyed yesterday. But it was more than a 10-hour-long severe weather threat throughout all of Saturday into Saturday night. The longest track, 43 miles. That's the Clarksville tornado that went into southern Kentucky. It was on the ground for more than an hour. Not good. It was an EF3, 150 mile per hour wind speed. 3 lives were lost with that tornado. 3 lives were lost in Madison. That tornado went through Madison, Hendersonville. We had Gallatin as well. The Clarksville tornado, though, 1,000 homes were damaged. 114 of those are gone. This is just, it's one of those tough recoveries for that entire area. 268 homes have major damage. So here's a brief look at the 5 areas that we know we have confirmations of. I'm going to look at this map again with you in about 2 or 3 minutes from now, but just know that we've got new areas that have been surveyed. Everything is EF2 or EF3 strength. I'm going to look at this map and make sure that you know everything that we know so far and where they're going next, coming up in a few minutes. Right now, back to you guys.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We'll check in on steer clear traffic. Want to take you west of Nashville. This is a live look from I-40 at, I-440 at Belmont. I-440 at Belmont. Sorry about that. I thought we had the I-40 camera pulled up. So looking good here nonetheless. Steer clear traffic. No issues right now. No crashes reported. No backups. There's that I-40 at Charlotte camera I was looking for. Thanks for switching it in the back. And looking good here too. So for all of our Bellevue commuters, things are looking good coming in west of town.
And if you have been temporarily displaced and need some foster care for your pet, you can always contact Foster Nashville. We talked about this yesterday. Folks are saying, hey, I need some help. I need to go to a shelter, but does that shelter accept animals?
Yeah, and if they don't, what do you do with your pets? If you need that help, Foster Nashville, we've got the email right there on your screen along with the phone number. And if you need more pet owner resources, just head to fox17.com and search pet resources. We've got a whole list for you there.
And be sure to double check on our website before you go to the shelter if they do accept pets.
Great idea.
Yeah. The Supreme Court says they're going to go ahead and consider in the first place, I should say, a special counsel Jack Smith's request to rule on whether or not former President Donald Trump can be charged with crimes related to the 2020 election.
All right, this does not mean that they're going to take up the case just yet. It just means that the justices will consider the request. Mr. Smith wants the justices to review whether Mr. Trump had presidential immunity during his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. It would be rare to ask the high court to intervene, but Mr. Smith says it's urgent, considering the presidential election is in less than a year.
After the break, we're taking a closer look at the powerful explosions, here we go, that devastated an electric substation. That video.
Google releasing its top searches of the year. This time of year, we always see all kinds of lists related to this topic. So we're going to take a look at what Google says people are thinking about the most when they head online.
Buc-ee's.
Maybe. Beaver nuggets.
Fox 17 News Code.
Good morning. Well, 4:56 is the time. We're laughing because of a story that we're about to read to you. But hey, we're taking a live look at Nashville's beautiful skyline and letting you know it's chilly outside, in the 30s and even the high 20s somewhere in some places. Give yourself a little extra time when it comes to defrosting the windshield, and we'll check in on your full forecast in just a couple of minutes.
All right, so now to the story that we were just kind of chuckling about during the break, because it's a wild one here, wildlife to be exact. A rare find in Colorado, the piebald cow elk seen among another group of elk. It kind of looks like it would be an albino, right? But it's the whitish one toward the back here. Biologist spotted it during a big game classification flight. So they were out there, trying to get counts and migration pattern, stuff like that. But the piebald trait is found in about 1 out of every 100,000 elk.
Wow.
They have a pigmented background of hair, scales, or feathers, depending on the animal, and that pattern of spots. We had, didn't Katie Morgan, I feel like she shared a picture on Facebook of a deer. Hold on.
She did, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, so same trait, right? Same genetic piebald trait, but in a deer that was seen not too far from here. So cool stuff. Greg?
And then I look at myself on camera and I go, am I that 1 in 1,000 or 100,000?
Oh, Greg, stop.
I'm like Casper the Ghost up here every day, but we try our best to get going. We do have some updates for you here this morning, and we're going to continue to work you through all the scenes that we are seeing. But if you have not checked in recently, maybe you checked out because you've just been overloaded with everything that just happened in the last couple of days. We now have 5 confirmed tornadoes. So we're going to work you through them. We knew the Clarksville tornado that we just talked about. EF3 went into southern Kentucky, 43 miles on the ground. And we knew that we had the tornado that was in the Madison, Hendersonville, and Gallatin area, confirmed EF2. They know that it went all the way through there and it was on the ground that entire time. The new ones that we have, Cumberland, Furnace, and Dickson County, EF2. We have one down toward White Bluff that they surveyed yesterday, EF2 in strength. And this is also an area where we have a live crew right now. EF2 strength tornado at 120 miles per hour. A lot of damage on one main artery of the area we're going to show you, and that is in the Springfield area.
Greg, thank you so much. 4:58 is your time, and right now we're going to take a live look over on I-40. Church Street. You can see there are just not a lot of cars out there right now. This area is looking very clear. We're also keeping a very close eye on the TDOT map to see if there are any slowdowns to tell you about. But as of right now, this area and most of the other areas we're tracking looking very good.
Getting close to 5 o'clock and explosions at some of our power stations lighting up the midstate as the tornadoes came through. And we have some new video this morning showing one of those explosions. This is the closest view that we've seen so far. So we're going to roll the video here. This is courtesy of Nashville Electric Service and NES releasing this video from their security camera that is mounted at one of their substations showing the north location. So this is the north substation. And as the video here continues, you see the wind, the rain, battering, and then there's the explosions. Transformers blow, electrical equipment gets hit, and then a huge explosion ends the video. So what you're looking at here now is a re-rack of that perspective. NES says that both the north substation in the Madison area and the Hendersonville substation took on heavy damage. Last count, in fact, I was talking to a friend of ours who works with NES, and he was telling me the same thing yesterday. They have more than 150 power poles that are snapped that they've got to repair. And just a quick check, it looks like the power outages for NES right now standing at just about 3,000 customers.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
On Fox 17 News this Tuesday morning, we continue following the aftermath of this weekend's catastrophic storms. Communities turning to recovery and rebuilding, plus new information about the strength and damage coming to light.
And waking up this morning here with new updates on more tornado confirmations. We'll see where they were at and their strengths coming up in your forecast.
And very good Tuesday morning to you. Thanks for starting your day with us here on Fox 17 News This Morning. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
I'm Erica Glover. This Tuesday morning, we are starting with team coverage when it comes to deadly destruction and also the ongoing recovery efforts.
Yeah, because now here we are, several days later, and so many folks are picking up the pieces and looking ahead to what's next? How are we going to rebuild and start over? So we have team coverage this morning beginning with Hendersonville, Springfield, and Clarksville. Full pictures on the current situations in all of those locations. We begin in Sumner County with Hendersonville. Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland joining us live. Justin, earlier this morning in the 4 o'clock hour, you were talking about 2 locations that I've been to so many times. Miscellaneous, that antique shop, and then the Ultimate Party Store, both of which are just leveled.
Yeah, both of those locations have lost just about everything. And where we are this morning, there is damage, but the damage is really in loss of business more than it is in physical damage. And let me show you what I'm talking about. We're right here on Main Street. If you look across the street from where I am, you see the Bank of America over there, the Crystals, even the Taco Bell. They've all got power there this morning on that side of the street. However, on this side of the street where you've got the Bargain Hunt, the Ace Hardware, the 24-hour fitness, it's all in the dark still, completely in the dark. They've got security here, so don't think about it. He's been very vigilant, driving around at all times, making sure that no one is trying to help themselves. But it just shows the fact that the power is still not back on to all locations here in Hendersonville, and they are still trying to get that power back up and going. The same cannot be said for the city of Gallatin. Take a look at this. This is a message they put out overnight from the Gallatin Department of Electricity. They say as of 12/25, all customers for the GDE customers will be energized and have electricity. A big thanks to the Bowling Green Utilities and Cookeville Electric Systems for working with them to get all the power there in Gallatin, which of course is not too far from Hendersonville, restored. Now, crews here in Hendersonville with NES say they will continue to work around the clock to get all the power restored. At this point, though, it's unsure exactly when they will get all that power back on. Of course, we'll continue to watch things and let you know, but there are for sure still lots of people who are spending the night here with 20-degree temperatures in the dark and without heat. We're going to tell you the latest about trying to get the help that these folks need coming up in a few minutes. For now, we're live for you. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your co-red station.
Justin, thank you so much. So right now we're also speaking with our Fox 17 News Amanda Chin, who is in Springfield. You said you were there yesterday, seeing the damage.
Yeah, so we went out there. We actually took some deliveries to the frontline workers. We took some coffee and donuts, but nonetheless, they were out there working so hard, and there is extensive damage, and it's really concentrated along Memorial Boulevard there in Springfield, and that is where we find Fox 17 News Amanda Chin live now.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm here at the Kroger Shopping Center in Springfield, and this is where we're told a tornado increased its strength, which is why we see so much damage here right now. And it's very interesting because this immediate area has a ton of damage, but if you just go a few hundred feet away, you'll see buildings basically untouched. So truly incredible to see just the damage that it's done. And I want to show you just a glimpse of what we're seeing right now in the Kroger parking lot. You can see this car right here. This piece of wood just wedged into the windshield of this car. And if you look, you can see it's right where the driver would be in their seat. So incredible to see. We do know that there were just minor injuries, so we're very grateful that there were just minor injuries and there weren't any major injuries from this. We also know that most of these cars here were more than likely Kroger employees. So we're glad that they're all okay. And you can even see behind me some of these other cars here that have a lot of damage as well. The Kroger building looks to be doing well with cleanup, but obviously still some progress that needs to be made. And we also have a lot of buildings behind us that we'll show you on later in the show that have a lot more damage. When it gets lighter out, we'll show you more of what those buildings look like. But severe damage, some of those buildings will definitely need to be rebuilt. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Man, seeing that plywood just in the middle of that front windshield.
Could you imagine if you were in that car? It's why I always tell you that if you're in a car and you have a tornado warning, to get out of the car and to go into a ditch, go into a low-lying area. You don't want to be that person. That literally was the driver's seat of that car, that piece of wood in it. The weather story going forward, I've got no significant weather. So any type of cleanup that we're trying to do, any type of debris moving, getting things out of homes to salvage what you have left, The next couple of days are going to be good. We're just really cold. Right side of your screen, current temperatures are in the 20s. We feel like we're in the 20s. We're going to be there the entire morning, but we're going to be sunny later on this afternoon, and we have some Sunday showers. That is the next weather maker. We are a little bit warmer for the afternoon than yesterday. Yesterday was in the 40s. The next 5 days will be in the middle 50s during the afternoon with sunshine.
All righty, Greg, thank you so much. And steer clear traffic. Good news this morning, very little concerns on the roads. This is I-40 at Church Street. We just showed you that just a second ago. Let's go to I-24 at Waldron. Also not bad. So really, no matter from what side of town you're driving this morning, we don't have any major problems on the interstates. Quick reminder, we do have some secondary emergency road repair happening off of the I-65 Old Hickory Boulevard interchange.
Crews here, just like this gentleman, showing up before sunrise to help the Clarksville community after a tornado, a massive tornado, ripped through their community.
Fox 17 News, Code.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Time right now is 5:09, and as we continue to follow the storylines after the tornadoes from the weekend, we are learning more and more about everyday people showing up and just doing the best they can do, which turns out to be extraordinary for all of these families who are in so much need right now. And some of those stories are unfolding in Clarksville. That's where we find Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse joining us live right now.
Good morning, Jen. So I have Emmanuel Thomas here from Kennedy Roll-Offs. He's here before the sun's up to help those in the community. Good morning. So tell me a little bit about what your crews are here. I know you're a manager for this company, so you guys are here. Tell me about what are you guys doing here? How are you guys helping the community today?
Yes, we woke up to bring the dumpsters in, so whenever the crews show up, they can go ahead and get started. Mainly, we're just here to help the community because Kennedy Roll-Off has been a family company for a long time. Some of these houses we have helped build, and just to see the carnage and damage, we're doing our part to come in and start the healing and recovery process the best way we can.
I know you had told me earlier that you actually live not too far from here, and you experienced this tornado yourself, and you decided to get up at 3 a.m. this morning, bringing these boxes, these huge things to help people. Tell me a little bit about what you saw and what you experienced the other day.
What I seen the full example of a tornado, from the sky to the ground to go across, and the panic in my heart was like, oh man, this is not good. So, and ever since then, my guys have been hitting me up, hey, let's go ahead and get started, let's get in there, even the owner of the company, he's jumped in the truck today and came and set boxes. He's out running now. He's like, hey, I'm going to bring a box back over here so we can go ahead and get this process started. And it's just been surreal for so far.
Now, I know we had spoken a little bit earlier, and 3 people did die here. You guys are showing up. Obviously, heroic what you guys are doing. What are your plans? Or is this the area that you guys are focusing on today?
As of today, we're focused on everything. Whenever they need us, give us a call, we're there. We have dedicated guys that's willing to help do whatever it takes to get everybody start healing and the process started.
Well, thank you so much, Emmanuel. I mean, I saw him pull up here before the sun was out, maybe a little bit over about 45 minutes ago, and it truly is just an impeccable thing to see the community coming here together in Clarksville to help everybody after this massive tornado ripped through their community. Reporting live for now in Clarksville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red Station.
And this kind of becomes a new narrative. We've been showing you the damage here and there, but now it's what do we do to move forward? Who do we help? Kids getting back to school. It's moving forward. What is the next step? And that's what we're starting off with you today. Taking a look here, bus stop forecast. Temperature right near 30 degrees. We're cold. Some kids might not have homes to be in right now, but still might need to try to get to school. They might need coats. We're going to give you many organizations that are helping us out here and starting that process to move forward. Know that this morning's going to be cold but dry. Nothing to worry about. Wind chill temperatures are in the middle 20s.
Greg, thank you. And good news this morning in steer clear traffic. Currently, no crashes to report. I know it's early and really we don't see the heavy volume of rush hour just yet. But all that to say that if you do have to get out, things are looking good. This is a live look 840 at Nashville Highway. I do see a car pulled over on the far right shoulder. Maybe somebody broke down and just can't get anywhere right now. But that's not having an impact on your morning commute at all. So 840 at Nashville Highway, you're looking good. We'll have more steer clear traffic updates in minutes. And a Mid-State Police Department has lost an officer. We'll share more about his service to that community and how you can help. Plus, a story of survival, an incredible story of survival for a mom and her 2 children. We're sharing that story in moments.
Running a growing manufacturing.
5:16 is the time this Tuesday morning. Right now, Fox 17 News showing you a live look over in Springfield, one of the areas where we are doing team coverage of the tornado damage. This is the fuel station at the Kroger over in Springfield. I know, Jen, you were there yesterday dropping off donations to crews, and you saw some of this damage firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the cashier stand is still standing, but look at the pumps that are toppled, the awning that's blown off and blown over. And you can see they've got the yellow police tape, that caution tape, to keep people from going anywhere near these pumps. You can understand a volatile situation, right? Especially with the fuel lines and the pumps here. So thanks to our crews, we've got Amanda and Patrick out there, and it looks like Patrick is zooming in on even more damage. That's actually what's left of Jet's Pizza, which is right next to that Kroger fuel station. So we'll be giving you more live looks and sharing not only a look at the damage in Springfield, but also how the city is going to start to come together to help folks recover.
Absolutely. We also have a Fox 17 News alert for you, letting you know the Laverne Police Department, letting us know that one of their officers was killed in a car crash. It happened on Monday.
The department says that Officer Brandon Joyner died in that crash in Smyrna. He's 46 years old, a 6-year veteran of the Laverne Police Department, and they're asking for prayers for his family, who he's left behind right here before Christmas. The police department is mourning, so they're asking for prayers for them as well going forward.
We have a story this morning that is really going to stop you in your tracks. I watched it and just could not help but cry. There is a mom who covered her babies to protect them during the mid-state tornadoes.
Unbelievable. Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino sharing their incredible story of survival and how the mom says they're alive thanks to the grace of God.
The tornado blew this trailer completely on its side here in Clarksville, but you could still tell that it's a trailer. That's not the case for everyone in this neighborhood.
This is his crib. All of that's his crib mattress.
This is the first time Sydney Moore is seeing what's left of her home since 150-mile-an-hour winds ripped it from the ground Saturday. She was inside her living room with her 4-month-old son, Lord, her 1-year-old son, Princeton, and their father.
My boyfriend said it sounds like an airplane.
When did you first hear the tornado warning siren?
When me and Princeton were already in the air.
Sydney clutching her 1-year-old as the trailer was violently thrown into the air. But newborn Lord was still in his bassinet, his father desperately reaching for him.
He tried to grab him, but he couldn't, and the tip of the tornado sucked them both up.
Lord was ejected from the home, the father hit by a tree, Sydney and her baby trapped under a collapsed wall.
Princeton was on my chest, and whatever that was crushing me.
Amazingly, Sydney found the strength to free herself and Princeton, but Lord was gone.
And I just remember asking him, "Where's my baby?" And he said he didn't know.
Miraculously, the couple found their baby alive.
He found him laying in a tree, like somebody placed him in this tree. Like, I don't know how we survived.
How do you think you survived it?
It had to have been God.
4 lives saved, but now in desperate need of being rebuilt. Like so many other people here in Clarksville and across Middle Tennessee, Sydney tells me she is not sure where she and her 2 baby boys will live in the foreseeable future. They are alive though, and she says for that, she will be forever grateful. In Clarksville, I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
I just cannot even imagine both of those babies surviving.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and how she said that the infant was just in a tree, like as if he was placed there to be saved and protected. It's just, man. You know, you hear those stories and it really hits home as to what so many people are going through. They're hurting. You know, that just that.
This is what it's about now, is the people.
Yeah.
We're showing you buildings, we're showing you things that are crushed and that are down.
Well, and you know,
but it's the people that, you know, work there. It's the people that live there.
It is, and you know, this is that time of year where everybody gets so consumed with, you know,
the things.
I got to do shopping, and I got to buy this, and then it just stops you in your tracks.
And you remember the reason.
Right. My gosh. All right. Well, we're going to continue to share your stories, folks. If you would like to do that with us, you know, maybe you have a story to tell after all of this, let us know. You know, we'll come find you, share your story, and whatever that looks like right now, we want to be there for you.
We just want to help. That's the whole reason we're here. Whole reason I'm here. I mean, that was a long day on my end, but this is one of those things where I went home and, you know, it's a tiring day, but I go, there's no reason to think anything other than you just want to help people and try to keep them safe. We've got a few new tornado updates for you here. We knew about the one in the Madison area and Clarksville, but Cumberland Furnace in Dickson County, EF2, confirmed yesterday. Yeah, White Bluff, Dickson County, EF2. These are strong tornadoes. Folks, we usually get EF0s that are spin-ups that last like 2 or 3 minutes. That is not the case with these. You get up toward the Springfield area where we've been showing Amanda Chen out there by that Kroger that's just gone. Jet's Pizza gone. Businesses that are not there. Homes that are gone. We're going to talk about how many homes are just leveled in the Clarksville area. Coming up in the next look at the forecast here. So, yeah, but this does become the more personal element of how we can help you, and we'll give you ways we can do that coming up in the next couple of hours.
Greg's got your forecast, and we have your traffic right now at 521, trying to save you some time out there when you're head to work or school or wherever you have to go. How about this live look? I-40 at White Bridge. This looks fantastic. There are no slowdowns, no crashes. If you're heading out to I-40 at White Bridge, you got the all clear.
We're going to get to some other headlines of the morning, including the Titans' primetime Monday night performance. It's one for the record books, folks. We're going to show you the highlights in minutes. Plus, talking about Preds. They've got a couple of upcoming matches, and they're looking for ways to help our community. So we'll share more with that here in minutes.
Broken seals, rotten wood.
Welcome back. The Titans, did you catch this? Pulling off a stunning upset on Monday Night Football, wiping out the Miami Dolphins. 14-point lead in the last 3 minutes of the game.
It's incredible. Let's roll the highlights because they speak for themselves. Will Levis is going to start here by sending an impressive 45-yard pass. He's going to hit. Whoop! Man, how did he make that catch? DeAndre Hopkins, but he did. Coming in clutch. Titans were down 27-13. There's Derrick Henry leaping into the end zone. The Titans would make the choice on one of these touchdown drives to go for 2. Will Levis is fired up. He said, let's go. He about knocked over Coach there. And then here in the last seconds of the game, our defense would get to the Dolphins, and that was huge, a huge defensive stand. And then the Titans would go down. Let's watch Will Levis in action here. The long ball. Woo. Deep. Man, I mean, what an absolutely incredible effort here. The Titans would go on to win by 1. We were saying that this was history in the making. They win by 1. It's the first time that an NFL team has been down by 14 points with less than 3 minutes to go, and they get the win in regular time. Like, they didn't have to go to overtime. And again, you know, the Titans decided to go for 2 on that one play instead of kicking a field goal is what made all the difference.
Man, fantastic. Hey, so coming up next, the Titans playing the Texans. That's going to be here at Nissan Stadium. It's happening on Sunday, so, you know, fingers crossed.
Yes.
We'll see.
And the Preds and the Flyers, by the way, when they do meet up at Bridgestone Arena coming up tonight, the Preds, it's going to be their first game back at home since the tornadoes, and they are going to do something to try to help the Mid-State. When they play the Flyers tonight, Nashville 15-13, kind of similar to the Flyers, but more importantly, they're going to have an auction of items that when you go to the game and you bid on these auction items, they're going to take profits and put them to the Preds Foundation. And the Preds Foundation is what helps our community.
So what you need to know is that the auction is going to be outside sections 106 and 107 over at Bridgestone Arena. The Preds say they're going to be finding more ways for fans to go ahead and pitch in. So the puck drops tonight at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, get involved, make a difference. They're trying to make it easy as possible.
Yeah. So many ways you can help.
Absolutely. Coming up later this morning, we're going to talk about donation spots, how you can get involved with the Nashville's Community Resource Center.
Love it.
Yeah, this is that moving forward portion of all this.
We're going to make sure Greg's mic is on. I think so. Here we go.
Hello.
There we go.
Sorry about that. I was doing a little bit of radio here to make sure that everyone else who can't watch here can listen there when they're going to work. Taking a look at the weather story for us. 3 big bullet points we're going to cover throughout the morning. Weather is a non-starter when it comes to issues for the rest of this week other than cold mornings. We'll be sunny and in the 50s every day, Monday through Friday. The big story is just kind of continuing to gather all that information. We have new updates this morning when it comes to more tornado confirmations, and the next chance for showers is not going to be until Sunday. We'll look at that in your 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Greg, thank you. Steer clear traffic time right now. The good news here, all in all, traffic looks pretty good to start your Tuesday. We don't have any interstate crashes, so that's great news. I-840 at Nashville Highway, all clear. Just a car that looks like maybe they're broke down on the side there, but not impacting traffic. And then a quick reminder for you folks, if you're I-65 at Old Hickory north of Nashville in Madison, still a lot of emergency road work going on there on the secondaries.
Coming up, we're going to have more team coverage with our live crews throughout the mid-state, making sense of everything going on when it comes to recovery processes and how you can make a difference. Get involved. Stay with us.
We're putting our foot down to keep our...
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Good morning. We're waking up calm but cold once again here, but that's good when it comes to all of the relief we're trying to give all of our friends that just went through a really rough weekend. No rain in sight for the near future. I'll find the next weather maker in your forecast.
Steer clear traffic right now looking good around the mid-state. No crashes to report, but we've got you covered every few minutes live through 9.
We want to start, though, by thanking you for waking up with us here on a Tuesday morning. For Fox 17 News, I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. Glad to be your live local news source through 9 a.m. And we do have team coverage this morning as so many of our communities are now in the rebuilding process. We have live reports from Clarksville, Springfield, and Hendersonville this morning. All of our crews standing by in some of the hardest hit areas.
Yes, Amanda Chin right now reporting live over in Springfield with the very latest. Amanda, what can you tell us about the ongoing recovery efforts? That's where we are now, recovery in Springfield.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, I am here in Springfield at the Kroger Shopping Center, and this is the area where the National Weather Service has the tornado increased strength, that EF2 tornado. And I want to give you a glimpse as to some of the damage we're seeing when it comes to just the parking lot here and the cars that were here. You can see behind me this white car, a tree, an uprooted tree is right behind it, right before this ditch. And then if you go down, you'll see a car completely flipped over when it going right into the ditch. You can also see debris, branches there as well. And if we make our way over to the right, you can also see another car, a second car in that ditch. So again, very dangerous conditions. This is just an example of how strong that tornado was. You can also see another car right here next to an uprooted tree as well. So this is just a glimpse of the damage here. And we know that these buildings here have been leveled as well. So we want to make sure to show you what that looks like in a few hours. You know, we'll show you in a little bit when it gets lighter out. And there's also resources and ways that you can help out. The Robertson County Chamber of Commerce actually posted a bunch of ways you can volunteer, donation drop boxes. That's on their Facebook page. So if you want to help out, there are many ways to do so right here in Springfield. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
And continuing coverage now of the EF2 tornado that also hit Hendersonville, leaving a path of destruction there. By the way, just a quick reminder that EF2 classification on the storm means we had winds of maybe 120, 130 miles an hour.
Yeah, causing so much damage. Right now, Fox 17 News reporter Justin McFarland joining us live over in Hendersonville.
Yeah, good morning. We're just outside of the U-Haul here in Hendersonville along Main Street where it looks like a bomb literally went off. I just went and grabbed something here a short time ago. You see pieces like this, large pieces of debris went flying across, and this is not light and it is certainly large. Can you imagine something like this flying at you? And that's exactly what was happening here in Hendersonville and many other places. As I show you the damage back behind us here at this U-Haul facility, it literally looks like a bomb went off from within the building, but that is not what happened. Instead, it was that strong storm system from the outside that came ripping through and causing so much damage. Who knows to how much inside was actually hit hard by the storm. The good news is the electricity is back on, despite the fact they had significant setbacks and damage done to the electric infrastructure here in Sumner County. As a matter of fact, take a look at this photo given to us by the Sumner County EMA. They are showing that damage there to one of the electric substations here in Sumner County. You can see that is trashed. So they had to get in there, replace a lot of parts in order to get that substation back up and going, or find ways to bypass that substation in order to restore power here in Hendersonville. At last check, there's still around 3,700 people across the area that still do not have power, and many of them are here in Hendersonville. They're hoping to have the power completely restored in the next few days, but the damage like this one back here at this U-Haul is going to take a lot longer than that to get back up and normal going again. We're live for you this morning in Sumner County. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Corvette station.
Yeah, this is that beginning of the recovery stage. We're showing you the damage still, but we're also talking about ways we can help out. And you just saw Justin out there, winter coat, hat on, gloves on. This is why. Feels like temperatures, where he's at right now, right around 24, 25 degrees. You get up toward Gallatin, 25 degrees, 24 degrees in Clarksville, which is where we have Peyton Muse, where we've got Amanda Chin out in Springfield. The feels like temperatures are at right around 22, 23 degrees. What that tells you is all of the hardest hit areas have very cold temperatures this morning. The afternoon will get better. The sun's going to come up. We're going to get back to 55 degrees later on this afternoon. We'll be at 55 tomorrow and then be in the upper 50s going in toward the upcoming weekend, but the mornings will continue to be cold.
Greg, thank you. 5:36 is the time. And right now we do want to see what's happening out there on the highways to get you out the door and hopefully save you some time on your Tuesday morning commute. How about this live look? I-65. This is going to be the I-440 junction. This area right here is looking all clear. No slowdowns, no crashes. We'll continue those traffic updates, though, and throughout 9 o'clock.
So, crews showing up here today before the sun's out, just like this gentleman, to help the Clarksville community in need after an EF3 tornado ripped through this area.
Attention homeowners.
Right now, 5:39 is the time here on Fox 17 News, where we are continuing our coverage after an EF3 tornado ripped through parts of Clarksville, taking the lives of 3 people, one of which being a little boy.
Yeah, and so while these families are mourning the loss of their loved ones, we have neighbors who are stepping up to do whatever they can. And that is, we've said it so many times, right? The Tennessee way, the volunteer spirit that is alive. And we're seeing that happening right now in Clarksville, where Peyton Muse is joining us live with one of those folks. Peyton, we tend to call these folks, you know, angels, everyday angels out there doing extraordinary things in our community.
I think it's safe to say, Jen, that this gentleman right here, Emmanuel Thomas, is an angel, along with everybody here at Kennedy Roll-Offs. They were here before the sun came up to help. And not only that, not only is he here helping, he also went through this tornado. He lived through it. So, Emmanuel, I want you to tell our viewers, like, what did you experience? Like, I mean, Saturday, this tornado, 150 mile per hour winds. Where were you? What were you doing? Like,
I was at home, just maybe about a block away, and I was already outside. And next door, the veterans' home their worker was out pointing at the sky, and I was trying to figure out what was they looking at. Once I look up, I seen the cloud funnel come down and the tornado start and take off, and it was just so real for me. I was like, oh, I hope everybody's okay. And then soon after, I started getting text messages, hey, let's get started, let's do this. So it's just still all unsurreal.
Tell me a little bit about Kennedy Roll-Offs. What are you guys doing here today? How are you guys helping the community? I know you guys, I saw multiple of your trucks and your vehicles here. So
Kennedy Roll-Off, it's a family-owned business. You know, we've been a part of this community for a very long time. Some of these houses we have helped build, and just to see the destruction we're ready to get started and help the community start rebuilding and start the process of healing and try to help as much as we can to get everything going.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us here. Now, I know that he had told me earlier that they have dump trucks here. They're ready to go help get the debris out of here and just give anybody in this area on this block where 3 people passed away, along with the rest of Clarksville, the help and the lending hands that they need. Reporting live for now in Clarksville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Peyton, thank you. Jen, I like what you said there, everyday angel.
I just feel like that's what, a lot of these people are. I mean, they just, Greg, you're going to sit up here and talk about the weather, but, you see people just come out of the woodworks trying to just find something to do to help. And I love it.
I mean, it becomes, at this point, much less about what we're looking at when it comes to the physical, tangible things that have just been knocked down, because those can be rebuilt, those can be figured out. But it's about helping people. That was a great story right there. We're going to have many more ways you can help out throughout this morning. That is the story moving forward. How do you stay safe moving forward? You can scan this QR code right now on your screen. And I mean, literally, just pull your cell phone out right now. I'm going to do it. Literally, on the screen that is in front of me showing you what is going on. And you can just scan the QR code and it pops up right there on your phone. And then you can go get it and you're good to go. That will help you. I promise you it will. Do not rely on sirens. This will give you alerts to your county, day or night, only your county when it comes to severe weather, and give you enough alert time to help you find your safe spot.
Greg, thank you so much. Right now in your Steer Clear traffic update, we're taking a look at I-65, I believe, at Trinity Lane. Now, keep in mind the computers, they need some more coffee. These computers are still loading, okay? But when I look over at the screen at last check, this area was clear. We didn't have any kind of crashes or brake checks out there. Again, I-65 at Trinity Lane. Hopefully when we check in again, the computers will be caffeinated.
Time to get with it.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. Hey, this morning we're going to get you the latest updates on school closures for the week, because we have had some adjustments. So we tell you about that, plus what counties are planning for students and employees once they do come back to the classroom.
And we also know the cleanup process when it comes to different areas like Madison are ongoing. Our Dennis Ferrier with the very latest from Madison business owners and how they're picking up the pieces over in that area. Stay with us.
Lowe's.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. It is 5:46, and we are sharing stories now this morning as we move forward after the weekend tornadoes of everyday people doing extraordinary things to help their communities. So as we share those stories, we also want to remind you that we do have a lot of changes to everyday routines, especially for our kiddos. A lot of schools that are still closed today. Clarksville, Montgomery County schools closed, in fact, for the rest of the week, which means they will not go back to school in Clarksville until after winter break. So they won't be back in school until January. Northeast High School on Trenton Road is open as a shelter. So they're using, some of the schools that are closed as places for people to go. High school exams have been waived. And we've got more updates for you if you want to check them out on the Clarksville Montgomery County Schools website. And in Sumner County, schools, we understand, will be closed today, but planning to reopen tomorrow. We understand power has now been restored to all of the schools in Sumner County, and there are not any schools that have significant damage, which is great news, even when you think about the schools that are on the lake side of Hendersonville. So Hendersonville High is fine. Indian Lake Elementary, fine. Nannyberry, same thing. But the district is still concerned about students and employees' ability to get to school because of all the work that's still being done. Think about trees and power lines that are still down in a lot of neighborhoods. So they'll be making exceptions, right? If you are a car rider or a bus rider and you're having trouble getting there, just make sure you talk with your school's principal.
It's also important to stay on top of those emergency alerts when severe weather strikes. So we want to hear from you as always. We're asking over on our Fox Nashville Twitter account, how do you get alerts during a tornado warning? As of right now, 81.1% of you all say your phone. We also remind you to go ahead and make sure you have downloaded our Fox 17 News Code Red weather app. That way you're always in the know, but go ahead and sound off by heading to our Fox Nashville Twitter account. Continuing coverage now tonight when it comes to, this morning, regarding destruction as business owners over in Madison are salvaging what they can. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier with their stories. Have a listen.
This is the Northgate Business Park, about 20 businesses off of Gallatin Road in the Rivergate area, and it looks awful, but it happened on a Saturday. There would have been so many injuries. Instead, what you have is a jumble of unbelievable images, like a box truck that flew into somebody's office.
Business after business, some leveled, many completely destroyed and others damaged. Despite the horrific setback, many of these business owners have leapt into action. Here at Installation Specialists, the thought is just keep working.
And obviously, some of our things we can't get out of here because they've been planted into the building, but we're just trying to keep our heads up, and we know that before creation comes destruction, and we just got an opportunity to rebuild and make it better.
Elsewhere in Madison, a local roofing company was tarping residents' roofs for free. WCM Roofing said it just wanted to be a good neighbor. The local roofing company says they will blue tarp anyone's roof for free. You just need to call.
It has been a day in Madison where people are rallying around people, a big positive counterpoint to this nasty tornado. In Madison, I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Shout out to that roofing company for stepping in and doing that for folks.
Right. We were just talking about we called them everyday angels just on the fly. But yeah, I mean, these businesses who are saying, we're not worried about the cost. Like, let's just help people.
And Greg was saying we're going to work on getting our Fox 17 News Sky Eye up to see, get the drone, see those tarps that are going to be covering parts of the area.
Because we've seen the damage so far, but then you actually get that blue visual. And it can be a little more intensive when you realize how many homes have
impacted.
damage. Yeah.
Well, and Greg, to that point about the tarps, it's going to be important that where people can to get those tarps up before we get to Sunday.
Sunday's the day when we have rain again. If we don't have tarps up before Sunday, where we have areas that have roof damage, sides of your buildings and whatnot, that's when the water damage begins to become an issue. Thankfully, we have no rain till then, but this is that 5-day period that we've got to get this taken care of if we can. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to give you a couple just cliff notes here, and I know there's a lot on your screen. I'm just going to break it down easily of what we have when it comes to the overall of what has happened. Our longest track of a tornado was the one that was in Clarksville that went into Kentucky, and that was 43 miles long. It was an EF3, and 3 lives were lost there, 3 lives lost in Madison, and 1,000 homes damaged in the Clarksville area. Those 1,000 homes, 114 of them have been destroyed, 268 have major damage. So if you can help out, if you can find one of those tarps, help out folks here before Sunday.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. We're going to get to steer clear traffic here real quick. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to load some new cameras for you so that we can see how things are shaping up. Not too bad when it comes to steer clear traffic right now. They're not loading any of them. Okay, so just know that as we work to get our computer system here squared away, thanks to everybody in the back for helping out here. Team effort. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. So thanks to everybody in the back. We did get one pulled up here for you. Briley Parkway at Lebanon Pike. Looking good here. As I mentioned, no problems, no crashes. You got the green light.
I'm smiling because Jill's working hard back here getting these cameras out, okay? One musician with country roots is giving back right here in the mid-state, talking about, an icon, T Swift.
Oh man, she's doing something big. And we've talked so much about all the people impacted here, but we're going to tell you how you can help storm survivors take care of their pets.
It's our Christmas sale at
Welcome back into Fox 17 News this morning, continuing to share stories as they unfold after the tornadoes. And we're making a point to focus on the positive, right? Finding the light, in the darkness. And we know that Nashville is home to some of the biggest stars in the music industry. And one in particular is stepping up to help out big time.
You may have heard of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. She was here this summer. You were there? Okay. Well, the Community Foundation in Tennessee says Taylor Swift is giving $1 million when it comes to a big donation. She also grew up in Hendersonville. The money will first go to Hendersonville, that particular area, before ultimately being used in other parts of the mid-state.
Yeah, and it is interesting because having, moved here when she was a teenager and going to high school here and stuff, there's a park in Hendersonville where they put her name on the playground, and that is right in the middle of where a lot of the tornado damage is. It's not far from where Justin McFarland is reporting live this morning, just down the road. So great move on her part. Just, one of the ways that that she's stepping up big time to help out. Love it.
We're also talking about how families have been displaced, but their pets, and where they can go to shelter when they need that.
And one of the ways that you can find help for your pet, if you're in that in-between space right now, right, you don't have anywhere to live and you want to make sure your pups are taken care of, there's a group called Foster Nashville. And we've got their information here on your screen. It says, we're here to help. If you or somebody you know has been displaced and you need temporary care for your pet, contact us. We got the info here. And there are so many other local groomers.
Yes, I was going to say that because a viewer reached out to me yesterday, sent me the information about Alicia's Canine Cuts and Feline Fridays. Okay, that's the name. It's in Clarksville. Okay. And that's another area that they're saying, hey, if you need to shelter somewhere, maybe get some work done to clean up debris, drop your pet off here.
And so that's Clarksville, where we have.
Yes, I'm going to share it on my Facebook page.
And then there's another place in Hendersonville where they also have a lot of damage, the Gussie puppy. They have said, we'll take in your pets for a little while if you need a reprieve. So yeah, lots of resources, and we're putting them all in one place for you over at fox17.com. And there's that sweet puppy. I will never forget that sweet baby.
On Sunday.
When I was out in Madison on Sunday, and talking to folks who had just lived through the worst day of their lives, and this guy found his 4 puppies whimpering in the crashed-in home and managed to save them.
And I'll never forget seeing Mom and Dad upstairs watching over you doing that live interview.
They were standing guard.
Hey, we're also talking about the holiday trivia contest here on Fox 17 News, because some folks do still have some holiday shopping that they want to knock out, and some extra cash could certainly come in handy right now.
Absolutely. So you can win a $100 Visa gift card just by scanning the QR code on your screen. We started this before the tornadoes, and now it just feels like, an opportunity to help people even more. So I know, money's tight right now anyways, and with a lot of people suffering, that $100 Visa gift card could go a long way for somebody. So if you click on the QR code, you can answer today's question, and then you're registered to win. And then we do a $5,000 weekly grand prize. Imagine what you could do with that this time of year. So we would encourage you to just, it could be a good distraction, just a little minute to take a moment for yourself and get the chance to win some cash.
Greg, we're going to send it on over to you. I also want to thank Greg. Do you remember who is it that sent us the lottery tickets in the mail?
Oh my gosh, I have to find the envelope.
We'll talk about it later.
April Feeser.
There you go. April, thank you so much, April.
Oh my gosh. And this is like, you said something yesterday, Jen, take some time to be kind.
Yeah.
And, waking up after all of everything that everyone's been doing, and just to have a little gesture of kindness was even great for us here. So do that here. Take some time to be kind today. More cold mornings are ahead of us. We're sunny and warmer for the next couple of days. We'll be in the 50s, and then Sunday showers are going to move in. Right side of your screen, it is not comfortable at all. You're going to have frost on windshields. You have temperatures that are in the 20s, and we talked about pet fostering and helping out and whatnot. I usually do Dog of the Day. This is one of those weeks where we're going to focus much more on everyone who just needs the help, and we'll get back to Dog of the Day next week, so don't worry, we're not done with it. We're just taking a temporary pause on Dog of the Day until next week.
Just a temporary pause. Hey, we're checking in on your traffic update at 6 o'clock. I-24, I-65 junction, all clear, no slowdowns, no crashes. Stay with us, our new hour starting right now.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Now on Fox 17 News this Tuesday morning, we're continuing to follow the aftermath of Saturday's catastrophic storms, how communities are now turning to recovering and rebuilding, and how you can get involved.
And yesterday we had 2 confirmed tornadoes. Now we're up to 5, and they are all pretty strong in strength. We'll look at what we already have known and where we're going to go from here coming up in your forecast.
And right now, looking at steer clear traffic, not too bad north of Nashville. This is the I-24, I-65 junction, where you're filing in from places like Clarksville, Pleasant View, Jolton, Springfield. We'll have more steer clear traffic updates here in just a moment.
But first, how about we say good morning and happy Tuesday from all of us here at Fox 17 News. I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. Glad to be here for you as your live local news source through 9 a.m. And we continue our team coverage, bringing you the stories of The folks who are working to build their communities back after the tornadoes. We have reporters in Hendersonville, Springfield, and Clarksville this morning giving us a full picture of the current situation on the ground there.
And telling those stories, as Jen said earlier, of everyday angels stepping up, making it work. Amanda Chin, we're going to join her right now. She is live in Springfield. And Amanda, what is the latest update in your area?
Good morning, guys. Yes, I am here in Springfield, right by the Kroger Shopping Center, and this is the immediate area where the tornado increased its strength. I am standing right behind what used to be the AT&T shop, and I want to step aside and just show you what we're looking at right now. I mean, look at the damage this did. You can see these windows blown out, shattered glass everywhere, the siding gone, items inside toppled over, wires, even branches from a tree. The building just destroyed. Obviously, this will need to be a complete rebuild, and winds reached around 120 miles per hour and it traveled 3 miles. And this is the immediate area in Springfield where it did the most severe damage. Now, there are also quite a few homes and even businesses right beside me here that have suffered some severe damage as well. But folks are continuing to step up. Cleanup efforts are underway. And if you do want to help out, the Robertson County Chamber of Commerce has actually posted a Facebook page link where you can help out. There are donation drop boxes. There are different ways to volunteer. You can see behind me there's still a lot that needs to be done. And they are asking folks to kind of stay clear of the immediate area, where the areas that are most affected, so that these cleanup crews can come and pick up the debris and get going. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you very much. At 6:03 right now, we continue our team coverage with that EF2 tornado that hit Springfield, also ended up in Madison and Hendersonville, moving out toward Gallatin. Hendersonville is where we have a lot of destruction, especially along Gallatin Pike, also known as Main Street.
Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland joining us live over in Hendersonville with what they're dealing with this Tuesday morning.
Well, this Tuesday morning, what they're doing is moving on to the recovery phase of all of this. We're just outside of a KFC fast food restaurant here on Main Street in Hendersonville, and I want to show you what they've done and what they're asking everyone to do. You see this large pile of debris stacked up here behind me? That is what they're requesting out of everyone, to stack up your debris like this so the city can come and get it. And they do have guidelines for you. So let me show you a picture that the city of Hendersonville has put out along with the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency. They do have debris guidelines. Take a look, everyone. They want you to put it up on the curb, not by your porch. They say that is not a place for debris pickup. They want it on the curb. They're also asking that you make sure to separate the particular debris that you have. Separate the wood debris from the things that you've been using indoor, the drywall or the siding that's been coming from the house. They want it all separated. They are not able to do that for themselves. And again, they want it at least 10 feet from your house there along to the curb so they can come and get it. Now, it's important to note, they want to come and get it before the next rainfall moves in. I learned this during the 2010 flood all those years ago. They want to try to remove all the debris they can before the rain falls again, because they want to try to knock down any mold or mildew that may accumulate when the next rainfall does come. I know we're several days away, but they want to go around and start picking up that debris ASAP to try to avoid that altogether. We're live for you in Hendersonville. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
So many good notes right there, because you don't immediately think, like, where should I put things? How should I categorize them? What should I do when you're dealing with all of this? And then, yes, rain thankfully is days away, not until Sunday. I've got updates for you here this morning. We've added 3 new confirmed tornadoes in the last 24 hours. Weather Service will continue to monitor and look at areas of damage throughout today and tomorrow. But the 3 new ones: Cumberland Furnace out in Dickson County, EF2, 125 mile per hour wind speeds. You get down toward White Bluff, and we get down toward Dickson County, EF2, 125 mile per hour wind speed. And then up here in Springfield, where we've had Amanda Chin the entire morning, also an EF2 with wind speed of right around 120 miles per hour. The long track 43-mile-long tornado that went from Clarksville into Todd County and Logan County. EF3, 150-mile-per-hour wind speed. And this is going to be a continuing process where, unfortunately, we're going to see more boxes pop up on this map. So as we see things that come in and as we communicate with the Weather Service, we'll keep you in tune with what happened when we went Saturday into Sunday.
Greg, thank you. Steer clear traffic. We've had something pop up impacting your morning drive. This is I-40 at the I-65 West Loop. We have two cars with their flashers on off to the right shoulder here. Not sure if they were involved in a wreck or if somebody has stopped to help someone else, but this is going to impact your drive coming in from Bellevue. So as you were on I-40 coming into Nashville from west of town and you approach the I-40 I-65 interchange, that's where you're going to run into this. So just take it slow around the bend there. And we'll let you know more in Steer Clear traffic here in just a few minutes.
After the break, though, a terrifying escape for a mother and her two children, including a baby, a 3-month-old baby who was tossed into a tree. Kelly Avellino has their amazing story of survival. Stay with us.
Tuesday, Sterling.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this Tuesday morning. We want to let you know that a mom had to cover her babies in order to protect them during the mid-state tornadoes on Saturday. Our Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino sharing their incredible story, including how a 3-month-old baby was tossed from the home over to a tree. The mom says they're thankful to be alive because of the grace of God.
The tornado blew this trailer completely on its side here in Clarksville, but you could still tell that it's a trailer. That's not the case for everyone in this neighborhood.
This is his crib. All of that's his crib mattress.
This is the first time Sydney Moore is seeing what's left of her home since 150-mile-an-hour winds ripped it from the ground Saturday. She was inside her living room with her 4-month-old son, Lord, her 1-year-old son, Princeton, and their father.
My boyfriend said it sounds like an airplane.
When did you first hear the tornado warning siren?
When me and Princeton were already in the air.
Sydney clutching her 1-year-old as the trailer was violently thrown into the air. But newborn Lord was still in his bassinet, his father desperately reaching for him.
He tried to grab him, but he couldn't, and the tip of the tornado sucked them both up.
Lord was ejected from the home, the father hit by a tree, Sydney and her baby trapped under a collapsed wall.
Princeton was on my chest, and whatever that was crushing me.
Amazingly, Sydney found the strength to free herself and Princeton, but Lord was gone.
And I just remember asking him, "Where's my baby?" And he said he didn't know.
Miraculously, the couple found their baby alive.
He found him laying in a tree. Like somebody placed him in this tree. Like, I don't know how we survived.
How do you think you survived it?
It had to have been God.
4 lives saved, but now in desperate need of being rebuilt. Like so many other people here in Clarksville and across Middle Tennessee, Sydney tells me she is not sure where she and her 2 baby boys will live in the foreseeable future. They are alive though, and she says for that, she will be forever grateful. In Clarksville, I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Kelly, thank you so much. Greg, just hearing that story about what that mom must have been thinking, searching for her baby, and ultimately finding that baby safe and secure in a tree.
And I truly can't even imagine. I mean, I don't have a child. I don't know how that would feel to just not know and then have the safety of just knowing that the child is okay.
Man,
I mean,
like she said, the grace of God.
The grace of God, and these are the stories that we're going to keep telling going forward, are all the good and the bad, but all the personal stories and how the human interaction of us helping out people is going to be important going forward. What is on your screen right now is a look at how many tornadoes we have had since 1811 in each month. I went way back with this one here. And we have not had that many in December. We've had 45. But in the last 3 years, we've had almost half of those in the month of December. So keep that in mind, that this is becoming a secondary severe weather season, November into December. Coming up in the next check of the forecast, we're really cold outside this morning. How long these cold mornings last, we'll look into your next check of your rain potential and your 7-day forecast. Erica?
Yeah, it's certainly chilly out there. I had to give myself some extra time to defrost the
yes,
windshield.
me too.
So keep that in mind. And talking about extra time, you want to keep in mind what your traffic might be looking like when it comes to your Tuesday morning commute. So this is a live look. I-40 at I-24. You can certainly see that traffic is picking up slowly but surely. The good news is no crashes or slowdowns in this area. Coming up, a Mid-State Police Department has lost an officer due to a car crash. How the department is asking for support.
Attention homeowners.
6:14 is the time. You know, earlier Justin McFarland over in Hendersonville talking about how to stack the debris correctly.
Yeah.
Because Sunday, that's when the rain moves in, and they're worried about the mildew, creating more of a mess. And that was some really good information.
Right. So I think stacking of the debris, crucial. Getting the tarps out, gonna be crucial. I was just thinking to myself, you know, of all the ways that you want to try to help, and there are plenty of ways we can't, right? Like we cannot get in and replace power poles. No. You know, we cannot, for the most part, go into the serious danger zones and remove big trees, but we could buy some tarps and drop them off in neighborhoods.
Rakes, shovels.
Yes.
I was looking at the list that we're going to share later in this newscast. Yes. What families are looking for. We're going to share that.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And the tarps are so crucial because I've been through many of these events where they happen. And it can take a while to even just have an insurance claim or to have FEMA come in or to have the repairs to your home.
Oh, absolutely.
So I was at forecasted back in Dayton, Ohio 4 years ago. And I visited back in September of this year, and there were still homes that had tarps on their roofs.
Yeah, we have places in East Nashville that have not recovered from the 2020 tornado.
So the quicker we can do that, the more you can salvage when it comes to your home before those repairs can be made. So if you can maybe go to the Home Depot, the Lowe's, the wherever.
And go to those locations that are not in the tornado zones.
Yes.
Right, like if you try to go to the Lowe's and the Home Depot now in Hendersonville, it's gonna be tough to find.
Yeah.
So maybe you live in Bellevue, right?
Perfect, yeah.
Pick up stuff in Bellevue and then take it into those areas.
I mean, that goes a very long way because you don't get your roof back on tomorrow. It could take years to get all of these repairs done. So help out. Help out. That's the big message that we're going to give you throughout the rest of this morning. We're going to still show you the damage and still show you what's out there, but now we've got to talk about how we can just make sure that all of our neighbors, our friends, and our family are good. This is the big broad strokes of what happened. Lots of words here. All I'm going to say is that our 10-hour tornado threat that was there gave Clarksville a 43-mile long tornado that went all the way into Kentucky on the ground for an hour. It was an EF3 at 150 mile per hour wind speeds. 3 lives were lost there, 3 lives were lost in Madison, and we have 62 injuries that we're still monitoring for you. So the story will continue when it comes to the recovery, not just with buildings and property, but also all of these folks and families that were heavily impacted by this and by this horrible tornado outbreak.
We're going to take a live look out there at I-24 over at Waldron Road to show you what it's looking like. I do see a little bit of a brake check out there, but this is the typical Tuesday morning commute. We always like to say there's no slowdowns, severe slowdowns. There's no crashes. That's really good. We'll continue sharing those traffic updates, though, all the way throughout 9 a.m.
And sharing the stories of people helping their neighbors in our tornado-ravaged communities. That would include Clarksville, where Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse is joining us live. Peyton, just behind you, we can see the sun starting to come up on the horizon there in that neighborhood.
Jen, we think alike because I was just about to tell you, you can see still devastation right behind me. The recovery efforts are underway here. Crews were showing up before sunrise to help people on Henry Place Drive. This is the area where 3 people died and a tornado, 150 miles per hour, EF3 touchdown here in Clarksville. Now, Emmanuel Thomas is just one of the crew members for Kennedy roll-offs that showed up this morning at 3 a.m. They started getting their trucks ready to go to help out. Thomas actually lives close to the street here on Henry Place Boulevard where 3 lives were taken. He lived through the tornado.
What I seen the full example of a tornado, like from the sky to the ground to go across, and the panic in my heart was like, oh man, this is not good. So. And ever since then, my guys have been hitting me up, hey, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get in there. Even the owner of the company, he jumped in the truck today and came and set boxes. He's out running now. He's like, hey, I'm going to bring a box back over here so we can go ahead and get this process started. And
Now, Thomas says that they've got dump trucks all over, and we actually saw them put some of them down. You could hear them in our show earlier today. If some of you were watching, they're going to be all throughout Clarksville. They're not going to stop until everybody is helped here. The recovery efforts are just unbelievable. Reporting live for now in Clarksville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Peyton Muse, thank you for that update there. We also have a Fox 17 News alert because the Laverne Police Department says that one of their officers was killed in a car crash that happened on Monday.
Yeah, just an awful situation here for the Laverne Police Department, where Officer Brandon Joyner had served for 6 years. He's 46 years old. He died in a car crash in Smyrna. The department is asking for prayers both for Officer Joyner's family and the rest of the police department as they mourn their loss.
We also have an Operation Crime and Justice update. There is a Mississippi man who was vacationing over in Nashville who was arrested for kidnapping and brutally beating his girlfriend. Showing you his photo right behind us here.
This story is disturbing on many levels. Police confirmed to Fox 17 News that the man behind us, Bryson John Rivers, 22-year-old girlfriend, the both of them left a bar Sunday night in Nashville. And that's when police say Rivers started hitting his girlfriend, took her phone, parked in a parking lot where that assault continued.
Yeah, so right now the woman's family got her location to police. They arrived and arrested Rivers. Police say the woman is expected to go ahead and recover. Rivers, though, is facing serious charges of aggravated kidnapping and interfering with an emergency call. He is also being held on a $251,000 bond.
As we continue our live news coverage through 9 a.m., we want to make sure we hit all the stories that are impactful here in the Mid-State, including what a night for the Tennessee Titans, bringing some positivity for Nashville and a huge win. We'll tell you why this one was one for the record books.
Lowe's knows you need to save.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. The Titans pulling off. Do we call it like another version of a Music City Miracle, except it happened in Miami? The Miami Miracle for the Titans for sure last night. They beat the Dolphins. They came back from a 14-point deficit with less than 3 minutes to go in the game last night. Watch how part of it unfolds. Will Levis at quarterback, pulling off the miracle with the rest of the team, sending an impressive 45-yard pass. That's to DeAndre Hopkins, one of his favorite receivers there, coming in clutch in the end of the fourth. The Titans are down 27-13. So Hopkins ends up with a touchdown, and then there's Derrick Henry doing what Derrick Henry does best, running one in as well. The Titans opted to go for two. They get two, and then they get just the win, which was incredible. You could see Will Levis there absolutely fired up. Titans defense really making a stand there to end the game, and excitement all around for Coach Vrabel, the players who have been struggling this season. The final score 28-27. They win by one in regular play. Right? This is I was reading this morning. They're saying this is an NFL record. The first team to come back being 14 points down with less than 3 minutes to go in regular time, and they get the win without having to go to overtime. So incredible stuff for the Titans. Coming up next, they're going to play right here at Nissan Stadium. We play the Texans coming up this Sunday. And I hope that we get good weather, although I know that Greg is tracking a little bit of rain activity perhaps for Sunday, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, it's cold. Feels like 20 degrees in Murfreesboro, 20 in Gallatin, 23 in Lawrenceburg, 22 in Cookeville, and really that cold trend is going to continue for the morning. It's going to warm up to about maybe the mid-50s for today.
Yeah, that's about as warm as we're going to get today.
So we'll keep an eye on that for you and let you know more in weather coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, steer clear traffic. We've got you covered here out on the roads this morning. A little bit of a slowdown, I-24 at Hickory Hollow Parkway. I was getting reports of a car that's broke down on the shoulder in this area, causing a bit of a brake check. No major problems on I-24 coming in from Murfreesboro, Smyrna, or Laverne, or Antioch. And we are currently crash-free in the mid-state. Want to use this opportunity, though, as a quick reminder. Up north of town, in the tornado areas, including Madison and Hendersonville. We still have emergency road work going on. Places like Old Hickory Boulevard, Dickerson Pike, Graycroft. Those are all tornado areas where work is happening to restore power, get lines back up, and clear trees. So just take it slow in that part of town. And Fox 17 News is teaming up with the Salvation Army to help those impacted by the deadly tornado outbreak. We have a special QR code as we team up with the Salvation Army to help get supplies to those who are in most need. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen right now or head to fox17.com for more information on how you can help. And our team coverage continues live through 9 a.m. We have reporters live in Springfield, where we're looking at pictures right now from Dot Road Photography showing some of the damage. We'll go back out live to Springfield and take a look at the rebuilding efforts underway.
Insurance companies have a favor.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News This Morning, 6:30 here on your Tuesday. It is December the 12th, and we've got a live look, two of them, in fact, from the Middle Tennessee area. Sun's up, cold though. Look at that, 28 degrees. We'll be checking in on the rain track as it moves closer for the weekend.
And we're also checking in on your steer clear traffic updates, trying to save you some time before heading out the door this Tuesday morning. Traffic updates all the way up until 9 o'clock. Right now, though, I want to start by thanking you for waking up with us here bright and early on a Tuesday morning. Beautiful sunrise out there. I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. We are so thankful to have, albeit cold, but clear weather that gives us a lot more time to work in the cleanup efforts to try to get things taken care of before the rain comes in this weekend.
Yeah, we're talking about those cleanup efforts with our team coverage this Tuesday as we track the damage across Middle Tennessee. Do me a favor, stop what you're doing, take a look at your screen. We have our crews standing by. We have mapped it out. The areas they're in: Clarksville this morning, Springfield, and also Hendersonville.
Yes, and we do want to begin live this morning in Robertson County, Springfield to be exact, right along Memorial Boulevard, where there is a lot of tornado damage. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin joining us live there now.
Good morning, guys. I am right by the Kroger Shopping Center here in Springfield, and this is the immediate area where the tornado started to make its strength. Now, I want to step aside and show you. We are at the AT&T shop right here. Just take a look at the severity of this damage and just shows how strong this tornado was. You can see windows blown out, shattered glass, the siding gone, items, wires, branches from a tree, the building just destroyed. Obviously, this will need to be a complete rebuild. There were around 120 mile-per-hour winds here. The tornado traveled a little more than 3 miles. But again, this is just an example of the recovery efforts and the cleanup that will need to happen here in Springfield. And we know that there are a lot of people who want to help. You've sent us messages asking, posting on Facebook. The Robertson County Chamber of Commerce actually has a link where you can donate, you can volunteer your time. It has all of the information you need if you want to help volunteer. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you so much. We're also continuing our team coverage right now, talking about the EF2 tornado that hit Hendersonville, leaving behind a path of destruction.
And we've had our own Justin McFarland out there in Hendersonville giving us an update on the recovery and rebuilding efforts underway.
The cleanup will continue today in Hendersonville, but so much has been done already. When we were here the same time yesterday, all of this debris was up against this KFC restaurant. Not today. They've been able to push all this debris back, cut it all up, and now it's ready for removal. And they've done this all over town here in Hendersonville. They've made so much progress in such little time that they are hoping now the city can get back to some semblance of normal coming up here over the next few days. There's still around 3,700 people here in the city that do not have power, and they expect it could be days before they get the power fully restored. The good news is they've restored all the traffic lights here in the city. That was a main priority. They wanted to do that because the four-way stops around the city was really holding things up in Hendersonville, so that is something they wanted to take care of right away. They're also collecting any kinds of goods that people need, water, shelter or toiletries for people who have lost everything. They're doing that in several churches around the area. We've got a link to how you can help here in Hendersonville and the other areas affected. It's all at our website at fox17.com. Of course, we'll continue to follow the recovery here in Hendersonville that will take weeks, if not months, if not years. Reporting in Hendersonville, I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Greg, I wanted to ask you, how long are the temperatures going to start off in the 20s?
We're not going to get out of the 20s until we get to about 8, 9 o'clock. And that's going to be every morning because the sun comes up a little bit later this time of the year.
Hold up, every morning?
Through the rest of the week.
Okay.
We're going to be 20s and low 30s for the rest of the week. So that's where we're going to be. And it isn't necessarily the actual temperature. It's a very good question because you're going to see a little bit later in the week where we're going to have 30s on the right side of your screen, but the wind chill temperatures will still be in the 20s. We've got news for you this morning. That's our job, but we have weather news when it comes to tornado updates and surveys that were done yesterday. We've got 3 new ones that were surveyed, all of them EF2 category, wind speeds of 120 to 125 miles per hour. You can see all 3 of them right here on your screen. The 2 we already knew about, the Madison, Henderson, Gallatin area. We were just seeing Justin McFarland. We've got crews that have been out in the Clarksville area, but now we're also talking about Springfield, where we just saw Amanda, and that was an EF2 as well. This has not been a good weekend. Crews will continue to go out from the Weather Service to survey the damage and take a look at what we've seen. I'm telling you right now, no rain until Sunday, sunshine in 50s every afternoon. But to Erica's point, we're going to be cold in the 20s and 30s every morning between now and then.
Do not forget your jacket and your gloves and your hat. Not a good idea. Also, 635, we are keeping a close eye on this slowdown. It's happening over on I-24. This is Hickory Hollow Parkway. It's not because of any kind of crash. It's just your typical slowdown out there. So give yourself a little bit of extra time, not only to defrost your windshield, but also for this area. Again, I-24, Hickory Hollow Parkway.
Another story of how somebody made it out of this tornado in Clarksville. A story of how his company is lending a helping hand.
HCM is a serious heart.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. 6:38 is the time right now, and we continue our coverage in Clarksville. So we go to Montgomery County, northwest of Nashville, where we had the strongest tornado touchdown. We've learned it was an EF3, wind speeds of up to 150 miles an hour. And we know that 3 lives were lost in that particular storm. And this morning, we are seeing folks show up in droves to try to help this community.
Yeah, before the sun came up, they were out there. Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse joining us live in Clarksville, part of the worst hit area there, and she was talking to folks. She still is. Peyton, what can you tell us now?
Hey guys, so you can probably tell behind me we've switched locations. We're about 4 miles down from where 3 people lost their lives. Casey, he was not home at the time of this tornado, but his company, Southern Roofing and Renovations, is helping him out along with the rest of the city of Clarksville. First off, tell me a little bit about your experience going through this tornado. I know you said you weren't home, you were in Nashville.
So I'm just going to start off a bit saying that we are extremely blessed. Others were not as fortunate as us, so I will start off saying that we were blessed. We were in Nashville when it happened. Got a phone call from a coworker stating that there was a tornado touchdown, and we beat feet as much as possible to get back. Our dog was unfortunately in the home. Thankfully, his cage saved his life. He did have some ceiling on top of him, but he was safe. Like I said, we were as blessed as possible. Others were not as fortunate as us, and our best bet out here is just to make sure we're doing the best to help the community out.
Now, your plans for the rest of the day. I know you are have you started getting some of this stuff? So guys, his apartment is actually, his place is that door right there. So what are your plans for the rest of the day? I know you probably have a lot of work to do to start clearing stuff out, but you guys are also helping out the community.
So I do actually have an individual adjuster appointment for my own apartment today, but it's not just about me. We're about this community, and not everyone has the access and ability to be able to tarp their homes or fix their homes and mitigate purposes. So I feel with my specialty and being a veteran and taking care of this community, I'm going to make sure that other people are taken care of first. I got family, I've got love everywhere to be taken care of, so I'm not worried about this as much as I should be. That being said, the community is a little bit more important right now. So, thank you.
Awesome. So, as you can see, and as any of us can imagine, a terrifying sight to come home to. This devastation behind us. Live for now in Clarksville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red Station.
Casey, you go, man. I mean,
Yes,
that's the spirit we need.
Yes, sir.
That is what we need going forward right now. If you've got family, you've got friends, you've got people, and you're okay, and you can help other people when you don't have anything, that's humanity right there at its best. Taking a look downtown, we're looking okay. I'm going to try to help you out the door, let you know what you can expect. You saw Peyton and Casey out there, hats on, winter coats on. It is cold. We have the right side of your screen. Current temperatures are in the 20s. Wind chills are in the 20s as well. Please bundle up. That includes some schools are going back today after being off yesterday. Bus stop forecast 30s. Winter coats, layers throughout the entire day, but we will be in the 50s and sunny later on this afternoon.
Greg, thank you. 641 is the time out there. Steer clear traffic update for you right now. With this look, I-40, this is going to be Highway 70. You see nothing on your screen that is concerning right now. You certainly have the green light for this particular area. We're going to check the map and give you some more updates when it comes to your traffic up until 9 o'clock.
Right now at 6:42, we're going to give you the latest updates on school closures because things have changed a little bit for this week. We have some kids who are about to go back, others who won't go back until after the first of the year. So we'll get you updated there in minutes.
And we're always talking about the cleanup efforts over in Madison. Our Dennis Ferrier has the very latest from business owners out there and how they're just working to pick up the pieces and, again, how you can get involved.
9.
At 6:44, we have some breaking news here on Fox 17 News. We now know a Clarksville Fire Rescue District Command vehicle was involved in a deadly crash Monday morning. So take a look at your screen. We're showing you that vehicle. The Clarksville Fire Rescue Department says it all happened around 10:30 on Peachers Mill Road. They also say their employee was responding to a house fire when all of this went down. That employee was taken to the hospital, though they are expected to be okay. That's good news. They have not shared the name of the person who died in the crash, though. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is now investigating.
As cleanup and recovery efforts continue this morning, we have a lot of school districts here in the Mid-State that are making adjustments. There are many schools in Middle Tennessee that have damage, have no power, and if they do have power, it's going to be tough for families to get to the school. So let's take a look here. Clarksville Montgomery County Schools has now announced they're closed for the rest of the week, which butts up to Christmas break, which means then Clarksville Montgomery County Public Schools will not go back until after the first of the year. Now, interesting to point out here, Northeast High School is one of the high schools there in Clarksville that is open as a shelter. So if you are in that area and you need shelter, Northeast High School going to be the place to go. All of the high school exams have been waived, and if you need more info, it's at cmcss.net. That is the the Clarksville Montgomery County school system.
In Sumner County schools are going to be closed today, Tuesday. They're going to reopen, we're told, on Wednesday. Power, though, has been restored to all schools. That's a good update. And no school has any kind of significant damage. But the district says they are concerned over students and employees having the ability to get to schools because of the workers, the repairing of utility lines, and then having to clear out all of that debris. They're wondering if they're going to be able to make it there on time. So just keep that in mind when you're heading out there on Wednesday. We also want to hear from all of you here on Fox 17 News. We're asking, here you go, how do you get alerts during a tornado warning? This is over on our Fox Nashville Twitter account. As of right now, 81.1% of you all say, hey, I get my alerts during a tornado warning on our phone. We want to remind you, though, to go ahead and download our free Fox 17 News Code Red weather app to always stay in the know. Moving on now to continuing coverage of the deadly destruction as business owners in Madison are busy. They are just trying to salvage whatever they can. Fox 17 News' Dennis Ferrier has their heartbreaking stories.
This is the Northgate Business Park, about 20 businesses off of Gallatin Road in the Rivergate area, and it looks awful, but it happened on a Saturday. There would have been so many injuries. Instead, what you have is a jumble of unbelievable images, like a box truck that flew into somebody's office.
Business after business, some leveled, many completely destroyed and others damaged. Despite the horrific setback, many of these business owners have leapt into action. Here at Installation Specialists, the thought is just keep working.
And obviously, some of our things we can't get out of here because they've been planted into the building, but we're just trying to keep our heads up, and we know that before creation comes destruction, and we just got an opportunity to rebuild and make it better.
Elsewhere in Madison, a local roofing company was tarping residents' roofs for free. WCM Roofing said it just wanted to be a good neighbor. The local roofing company says they will blue tarp anyone's roof for free. You just need to call.
It has been a day in Madison where people are rallying around people, a big positive counterpoint to this nasty tornado. In Madison, I'm Dennis Ferrier, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Dennis, thank you so much. Now, if you or someone you know is in need of shelter right now, we just mentioned Northeast High School in Clarksville, one of those locations you can go in that area. Church of Christ at Trenton Crossing. Another one is Cornerstone Church, Cornerstone in Hendersonville. Okay, Cornerstone in Hendersonville, this is just off Stop 30. We have the Madison Community Center that's also open in Davidson County. So those are all open for shelter. If you have any questions about, whether you can take your pets and that kind of a thing, we have all that information posted for you right now at fox17.com. So we just encourage you to use that as a resource. These are times that can be frustrating, confusing, you might feel overwhelmed, and what we've tried to do is make it easy for you by putting everything for you right there on the website. All you have to do is click on whatever links apply to you and your family.
This is one of those times where you don't want to have to go scraping around everywhere to find the information.
Right.
So just go there. We'll have all of it for you, and you can help out anyway or get help any way you need it. I've got new information here. I'm going to off the computer real quick of where the National Weather Service is going to be surveying later on today. They're planning on areas of Stewart County, Humphreys County, Davidson County once again, and Sumner County. So those are all areas we're going to probably have more updates going in toward the afternoon. I'm going to tweet that information out for you in just a couple of minutes. Here's the big tornado report of some of the extremes that we have already gotten into the Weather Center, and our threat was more than 10 hours long. I mean, we were on air almost that entire 10 hours making sure that we tracked every single thing that we could find that was out there on the radar. Our longest track of a tornado was in Clarksville, all the way up into Todd and Logan counties. That one was on the ground for an hour. That was the one that had the 150 mile per hour wind speeds. That was up to an EF3 category, which is also the equivalent of a Category 4 hurricane, for perspective. And unfortunately, we're still talking about injuries and loss of life. We do know that we have 6 confirmed folks whose lives were taken from them, 3 in Clarksville, 3 in Madison, and 62 injuries. Clarksville tornado, 1,000 homes have been damaged. You just saw Dennis's story about the tarps being put up. That's a big thing here, helping people out. Go get those tarps, go drop them off, go help them out, because we have rain coming on Sunday, so the sooner we can get those up, the better we're going to be going forward.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
With winter drawing closer, more places are seeing their first snowfall of the season. Outside of Washington, D.C., heavy rainfall on Sunday shifted to snow in some areas by Monday morning and plenty of melting during the day. But weekend rain in Portland, Maine turned this driveway into a flowing river.
Listen to Off the Radar. New episodes every Tuesday.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that. And right now, steer clear traffic. We want to bring your attention to a near all stop on I-24 at Waldron Road. This was the result of a car that looked to be either crashed into or broken down on that inside concrete barrier. We have now had an all stop called on I-24. This is inbound to Nashville. This is going to impact you if you were coming in this morning from Laverne, Smyrna, Murfreesboro. Looks like maybe they're going to let traffic by on that far left shoulder, but we now have more TDOT. We've got police trying to get this cleared off to the far right shoulder. What a mess this is causing. I would say, because look, you can see the rubberneck delays as well now as a result, both in and outbound to Nashville. I would go ahead and recommend Murfreesboro Pike as a good detour. That way you don't have to worry about it. That backup will stack up quickly, and we want to make sure you can get where you're going on time.
Hey, new this Tuesday morning, the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office says a woman found dead inside a burned home, was shot to death. This is on the plateau east of Nashville.
Yes, and we do have a 66-year-old victim here. Name is Gail Meister, found shot inside of the burned home December 3rd. Well, we now know the suspect in this case has been identified as 57-year-old Frank Lacey. Deputies pulled over Lacey in Rutherford County, so here in the mid-state. They found him in Miss Meister's car.
Yeah, they say Lacey killed himself before they could take him into custody.
6:53 is the time right now, and as we continue to follow the stories that unfold after the deadly tornadoes, we've learned that one famous musician is stepping up big time to help the Hendersonville area. We'll tell you that story in minutes.
Big donation, and it's not just people being impacted. How you can help storm survivors take care of their animals.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. We are sharing stories of encouragement, positivity, and folks that are coming together to help rebuild our communities after the deadly tornadoes. And one person in particular stepping up big time. Taylor Swift has announced she's giving $1 million to help specifically the recovery efforts in Hendersonville. Now, for those of you who are new to the area, you might not realize this. Taylor Swift relocated to Hendersonville when she was a young teenager. Her family came here to help her pursue her music dreams, and they landed in Hendersonville.
Yeah, now the Community Foundation of Tennessee says that Taylor Swift gave that $1 million donation. So that money is first going to go to Hendersonville, and then they're going to use the rest of that money to help other areas in the mid-state. You were talking about that park.
Yeah.
What's the name of that park again?
Okay, so there's Drakes Creek Park, and there's a big playground right there on the lake at Drakes Creek, and it's named after Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift Park, and that park sits right in the middle of some of the damage that we've seen both at Drakes Creek Park and right up the street at places like New Shackle and Old Shackle intersections.
Okay, well, thank you, Taylor Swift. Certainly going to be needed. We're also talking about folks who have been displaced, who are going to be in shelters, but they're saying, hey, I also need a place for my pet to stay. Where can I take them?
Great question. There are a lot of local places that can help you. One of them is Post or Nashville. We've got their email on the screen. I know of a place in Hendersonville, the Gussie Puppy, has offered to help take in pets that might need a little reprieve. You were mentioning a place in Clarksville as well, right?
I was. I'm going to try to find that. I need to. Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to post it on Facebook.
We'll get that. So just lots of resources for you. And you know, when we talk about everyday people stepping up to do extraordinary things, that's really part of what we're seeing right here in our communities. Just folks finding their own way to help out however they can. And we're here to help you out too. We are continuing our holiday trivia sweepstakes, and I think that $100 daily Visa gift card could really come in handy now for a lot of folks.
Oh yes, all you have to do is go ahead and grab your phone. You're going to scan a QR code that we're going to pop up on your screen for your chance to win some cash by, again, playing our holiday trivia game. Here it is, right there on your screen. That is the QR code for the information that you need to win a $100 Visa gift card. You can also get the question right and then win the daily prize. Plus, the daily prize winners also are going to be eligible for a chance to win the weekly national $5,000 prize.
Ooh, that's a big one. So again, just scan the QR code to get the question of the day. They'll ask you to register, and then you answer, and then you're in the drawing to win.
I wanted to make sure you asked me for the name of that center where you can take your dog.
Yeah.
It's over in Clarksville. I was looking on my phone. That's why I was looking down.
Yeah.
It's Alicia's Canine Cuts.
Okay.
Yes. Check them out.
Lots of places that'll be willing to step up and help you out.
And if you watch every morning, you know that we don't like dogs at all. No, I'm kidding. We literally do Dog of the Day every day, and Dog of the Day will be back on Monday. But right now we have to just focus on the here and now and moving forward. The big weather story is more cold mornings. We're going to be sunny. We're going to be calm and a little bit warmer each afternoon, back into the 50s, and then a couple of showers on Sunday. So our big 3 bullet points are going to be there going into the upcoming weekend. Ignore that stuff from the bottom of your screen. I'm trying to make some stuff up here to put onto the internet just to make sure you get even more information when you're on the go. Coming up as we go into our 7 o'clock half hour, we're going to look at the latest look at future track, where our very cold temperatures are at, and I have tornado updates in terms of who's being surveyed today and what we found yesterday.
Alrighty, Greg, thanks so much. Steer clear traffic, monitoring a couple of backups for you. Some of them are known trouble zones. All right, that's what we've got right now. I-65 at the I-24 junction. This is the normal morning rush hour commute filing into Nashville. If you look up toward the top of your screen, you can see downtown in the distance. So this is our northern commuters here filing in. Just the brake check as you approach Trinity Lane. Nothing out of the ordinary here. No crashes to report. Now, we are seeing some backups as well this morning on I-24 coming in from Smyrna. A disabled, broke down car that was off to the shoulder has since cleared, so that's going to ease up. And we're seeing a little bit of a backup this morning coming in from places like Jolton, Millersville, and Hendersonville. We'll keep you updated on those drive times in just a few minutes.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
7 o'clock here on a Tuesday morning, and taking a look at new confirmations of tornadoes from yesterday.
The cleanup continues here in Springfield.
Survivors are counting their blessings, but also just trying to recover.
This morning here on Fox 17 News This Morning, we're focusing on the efforts and those who are stepping up to help others, sharing all those stories that really make up the fabric of our community. So we want to say thank you so much for joining us here for Fox 17 News This Morning. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm Erica Glover. This Tuesday morning, we are getting started with our team coverage. We have our Fox 17 News crews spread out to different areas that have been impacted by Saturday's devastating and deadly tornadoes.
Yeah, we've since yesterday about this time, we have confirmed now 5 official tornadoes touching down. There may turn out to be more as they survey again today. And we've learned that, for example, that tornado that hit Springfield in Robertson County, that turned out to be an EF2 with winds of up to 120 miles per hour.
Oh my goodness. So right now we're going to get started with Fox 17 News reporter Amanda Chin. She's joining us out there in this area with the very latest update. What can you tell us now, Amanda, as the sun is up?
Hey guys, good morning. Well, I am joined right now live with Springfield City Manager Ryan Martin. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us. Take us through kind of, where we're at right now when it comes to cleanup efforts.
Absolutely, and thank you for being here, Amanda. Obviously, you can see what's taking place here in Springfield, and so we're moving into the cleanup phase. I think you mentioned earlier that the National Weather Service had ruled this an EF2 tornado, and that we're standing kind of in the spot where the EF2 winds picked up. So we're working on cleanup now. We've got a few customers left without power. We're down to about a little over 100 customers without power. That's down from 9,300 when we started this. So we understand those folks are without power, and we appreciate their patience as we continue to rebuild infrastructure to make sure that they get power. We're going to enter the debris phase, the debris cleanup phase. So we've asked residents to try to get their debris to the edge of the road, and we have crews lined up on Wednesday and Thursday. So as far as volunteers are concerned, for volunteers to come in, today is the last day to really do that. We're going to have to shut down the area. Those are narrow residential streets, and so we're going to shut down that area Wednesday and Thursday to allow the equipment to get in there to pull the debris out and remove it.
And are there any other ways that people who want to help can help out in the community?
Right now, the biggest thing is making sure that these residents, especially some of the elderly, have help cleaning up those trees that have fallen in their yard and help get that to the road.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate it, and we're glad all of you are safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you. Our team coverage continues now as we move across the mid-state to all of our communities that were so deeply impacted. We have Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse joining us live now in Clarksville.
That's right, guys. So I'm at a new location. This is a different one from where we were at last time. Actually, somebody that I know, his roofing company, one of their workers lost everything. You can see it is right behind me. That's one of his apartments right here. Now the crews out here tell me that this tornado, no idea that this was coming. He actually was in Nashville at the time of this tornado, and he rushed home. His dog was stuck in his cage, but his cage actually ended up saving his life. But he works for Southern Roofing and Renovations, and when his bosses found out about what happened, they rushed over here to help. But they're also taking efforts to help out the community today, and we're going to learn a little bit about that later on. Reporting live in Clarksville, I'm Peyton Muse with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Peyton, thank you so much for that update. We're also tracking thousands of power outages across Middle Tennessee following Saturday's tornado outbreak. Right now, NES showing at least 3,000 customers who are still dealing with those power outages. Now, keep in mind when we talk about customers, that could be households, businesses that are being impacted.
One customer might have 5 people in the home. So customer being different versus like the total number of people impacted.
And Fox 17 News, we spoke with NES and they said that, yes, it could take until the end of the week before power is fully restored to all the customers.
They are making progress.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time.
I was talking to somebody yesterday. He said they're working sometimes in 14-hour shifts, and then they go sleep for a few hours and then come right back on. So
maybe if you see some out there, just say thank you.
Cut them some slack, man.
Coffee, donuts.
Yeah, 24/7. Yep.
Maybe a chicken or biscuit, something. Help them out, give them a cup of coffee. I mean, they're out there doing the work just so we can all try to get through this. And here is just a real quick update on a few new things. I'm going to have these periodically throughout this half hour of what we're seeing here. Our tornado report when it comes to some of the extremes that we know we have already gotten confirmation of. 10 hours worth of tornado warnings that we had to track through. Our longest track was that Clarksville tornado that went into Kentucky, and it was on the ground for 43 miles for over an hour. That was the EF3 that Peyton was talking about, 150 mile per hour wind speeds and deaths. Loss of life. I don't even like the word death. Loss of life. We lost people. 3 in Clarksville, 3 in Madison, and there are 62 injuries that we're going to keep our eyes on just to make sure that those folks are okay as well. And the tornado in Clarksville, 1,000 homes have been damaged. 114 of those are gone. 268 of those have major damage. So when you see people doing work, maybe just go help them out a little bit. Give them that warm cup of coffee on a very cold day. We're starting off right now in the 20s.
Alrighty, Greg, thank you so much. Steer clear traffic right now. I got a couple of things that we're monitoring for you. The good news, no major crashes, no interstate shutdowns, but we have something going on I-24 at Waldron Road. This is an area where we've been tracking either cars that were involved in a crash or just having car trouble, and that one looks to be having an issue. Erica, can you tell, was that flames coming up from that car?
It looked like that for a second. And now the computer is having some slowdowns here as we try to reload the camera and get it popped up back for you. So yeah, you can see a portion of that car smoking up on the left side.
Something going on here, causing a brake check. This is I-24 at Waldron as you're coming in from Murfreesboro, Smyrna, Laverne. So brake check here, move to the left, give that some room, and we'll check in on the rest of your drive times in Steer Clear Traffic in just a few minutes.
We're live this morning at the Salvation Army. They are doing their part to make sure that storm victims have what they need to recover. We're going to tell you how you can help coming up.
Also just ahead, we're also learning more about a Mid-State Police Department that has lost an officer after a car crash. What they're asking for, how you can show them support.
This Christmas.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. It's 7:10 and Fox 17 News alert as the Laverne Police Department has just announced one of their officers has been killed in a car crash. It happened just yesterday. The officer had been with the department for about 6 years. This is Brandon Joyner, who died in that car crash in Smyrna. Again, 46 years old, 6-year veteran of the Laverne Police Department. The office is asking for your prayers for both his family and the rest of the members of the police force.
Right now, Fox 17 News, we are continuing our team coverage talking about the ongoing recovery efforts as families try to just pick up the pieces and also get involved with the recovery process. Our Justin McFarland joining us live at the Salvation Army right there in Nashville talking about what we can do to help out. Hey there, Justin.
Hey, good morning. And what they're trying to do here is provide meals for those who are in need after losing just about everything in that terrible storm that came sweeping through. So later this morning, the folks back here at the Salvation Army right here in Dickerson Pike, they're going to be providing meals to those in need in both Madison and in Hendersonville. Now in Madison, they're going to have a stationary set up there at the corner of Nesbith Road and Heritage Place. And then there will be another unit at the Salvation Army roaming throughout the neighborhood that was hard hit by the storm. Hendersonville, they'll have a unit set up at Clearview Circle and Hunter's Trail. That area served 3.
Yeah, Justin, we're having some mic issues there,
Yeah.
but he's going to have some more live interviews at the Salvation Army in a couple of minutes.
He sure is. And we have a reminder for you, folks. You can help without even leaving your couch, right? If you're watching us this morning or you're sitting at the table having breakfast with us, if you grab your smartphone and open up the camera, hold it up to that QR screen, and that will give you an immediate link to the Salvation Army. That's a safe, secure link where you can donate to help our community members. So we've got this up and running for you. It's just one small way that we're helping to give back in teaming up with the Salvation Army.
We're also checking in right now at 7:12 with our Code Red meteorologist, Greg Bobis. Chilly out there.
It is chilly out there. Right side of your screen, temperatures are in the 20s right now. We have 3 new confirmed tornadoes yesterday morning into this morning. They had some surveys yesterday, and those areas, or if you get up towards Springfield, where we have Fox 17 Amanda Chan. We've got down toward White Bluff in Dickson County, and we also have Cumberland Furnace out in Dickson County, where we have had all 3 of those confirmed as EF2 tornadoes of wind speeds at least 120 to 125 miles per hour. I'm going to tell you where they're going to be surveying today, and new information we could see by the end of today in the next check of your forecast.
Okay, at 7:12, we are waiting to see if our computer will load so we can give you another update at a car that was on the side of a road. But we're also going to take this camera instead. This is I-40 over at Donaldson Pike. And hey, the good news is if you look at your screen and you're heading out to I-40 Donaldson Pike, it looks great. You have no slowdowns, no crashes to worry about.
We've been updating you this morning on our local school systems as they're having to make adjustments because of the tornadoes. So we'll get you updated on who's going to be closed and for how long. Parents, what you'll want to know as you get ready here on this Tuesday morning.
And students, what they need to know as well. Hey, getting resources where they're most needed, how you can help those impacted by the tornado outbreak, the donation centers that are going to be open. Stay with us.
Clayton, why are we selling?
Hey, welcome back. 7:15 is the time here on a Tuesday morning, a busy Tuesday morning. Many of you have asked how you can get involved with what's going on. We do want to update the numbers, though, when it comes to the tornado outbreak. We know that 10 counties all in all impacted by this, a total of 6 deaths. And there are school districts who are deciding that we're going to have to be closed until January.
Yes, that includes the Clarksville, Montgomery County school system. They will be closed now through the holidays. So not going back to school until January 4th. That's going to give families time to get a game plan, get into maybe some temporary housing, get roads cleared, schools back up and running, and that's going to be some much needed time. So just a quick, little outline for you here as to what we're working with, and we will continue to keep you updated on all the facts and figures as they come in live through 9 a.m.
And hey, organizers at the Community Resource Center are so busy. They are trying to get whatever they can donation-wise, stepping into action. And they're also set up to host a tornado donation drive for those impacted. And they're doing this at several locations, depending on different counties.
Yeah, great way for you to get involved this morning. We're talking with Tina Doniger, the CEO of the Community Resource Center. Tina, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. What is the most immediate need right now?
Yeah, we're really seeing the need is really around those tarps and nails, in preparation for making sure that people can secure their homes as they have lost roofs or siding. And then we'll move right into that hygiene. So most of our families that have been evacuated have stayed in a shelter. They've probably found either friends or family or maybe a rental property that they can stay in. And so we're going to lead with shampoo and deodorant and toothbrushes and toothpaste. And we always ask that everything that gets donated on behalf of our survivors is brand new. We believe there's dignity in having new stuff. And so if you're thinking about unloading, that Goodwill donation that you've been driving around in your car, please don't. All of our locations that are doing drives are looking for brand new items that can best serve our survivors at this time.
Tina, I want to ask you to talk about the business owners who have stepped up and said, hey, I want to be a donation drop-off location for folks to easily get these items in there.
Yeah, you have everything from large corporations. Starbucks has reached out to us from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, all the way down to Nashville. We have organizations that are just dental offices and nail salons and everything that you can imagine. We've got about 30 up on the website and through our social media right now. I looked this morning, we've got another 5 or 6 that came in overnight, and so we'll be updating that list periodically through the day today, and just really driving the hope to get as much donated into us as quickly as possible so we can get as much distributed to our survivors before that Christmas lull.
Yeah, and you know, Tina, just thinking about something, a lot of folks who might be wanting to help, it's not always super beneficial to just go to the impacted area and drop off a bag of stuff, right? That's not always the most impactful.
Do not do that.
Right, so
Yeah.
not only that, but you know, you want to stay out of the way of those first responders who are working, so going to those drop-off sites that you just mentioned is the best way to safely get your stuff to the people in need. And I'm guessing, Tina, you've got those all listed on your website, correct?
Yes, CRCMIDTN, so CRCMIDTN.org has all of that listed. There's a link right on our homepage. If you're not local, you don't want to get out and like have the crowds of Christmas shopping, Amazon wish list is right on that front page also, and you can always make a financial donation so we can buy the most needed items.
All right, Tina with the Community Resource Center, thank you so much for speaking with us this Tuesday morning. I know I'm going to be out with my mama giving out diapers to donate over at the farmers market tonight.
Excellent. All right, good stuff. So many ways that you can help. And right now, 7:19, we're going to check the forecast. You know, Tina was mentioning tarps. We brought up tarps earlier this morning as being an immediate need for these families who have damage because, Greg, we want to get what's left covered before rain comes in.
And we need to get it covered before Sunday. Sunday's when rain moves in, potentially. That's a question mark right there. It's not a guarantee yet, but I'm giving you the heads up right now, as many days in advance as I can. We have the cold mornings, so winter coats, tarps, all of these things are going to be very beneficial for us. We're going to be sunny and a little bit warmer for the afternoons, but cold nighttime temperatures. And as far as the tarps go, you got to get them up before Sunday because filing insurance claims, doing all types of things, they don't happen overnight. It could be a while before a lot of the restoration process begins. So the more we can protect, like you mentioned, Jen, the better we're going to be going forward.
Greg, thank you so much. So let's jump into Steer Clear traffic right now. A couple things to bring to your attention. First and foremost, we've got a tractor trailer pulled off to the right shoulder, I-40 at Old Hickory Boulevard. This is east of Nashville. So this is impacting your drive as you are coming in from, say, Mount Juliet and approaching the airport area. You can see it's not a huge backup, just enough to pump the brakes and move over to the left. So make sure you do that. Also, we've got something going on Briley Parkway near Gallatin Pike. This is over near Opryland. Opry Mills Mall, and we've got T-Dot on the scene. It looks like a car is on the far left shoulder, and they're working to get that cleared. So no major crashes, which is the great news. We'll keep you posted again in Steer Clear traffic here in just a few minutes.
Breaking news this Tuesday morning, though. We now know a Clarksville Fire Rescue District Command vehicle right here on your screen was involved in a deadly crash on Monday morning. Take a look at this. The Clarksville Fire Rescue Department says it all happened around 10:30 over in Peachers Mill Road. They also say the employee was responding to a house fire at the time. The employee was taken to the hospital, but good news, is expected to be just fine. They have not shared the name of the person who died in the crash, though. We do know the Tennessee Highway Patrol is now investigating. Also, a terrifying escape for this mother and her 2 children. Yeah, the baby tossed, a 3-month-old, tossed to a tree. Their story of survival after the break.
Play holiday trivia.
A mom covering her babies to protect them during the mid-state tornadoes on Saturday. Our Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino is sharing their incredible story this morning of survival and how the mom says they are alive thanks to the grace of God. You have to watch this story.
The tornado blew this trailer completely on its side here in Clarksville, but you could still tell that it's a trailer. That's not the case for everyone in this neighborhood.
This is his crib. All of that's his crib mattress.
This is the first time Sydney Moore is seeing what's left of her home since 150-mile-an-hour winds ripped it from the ground Saturday. She was inside her living room with her 4-month-old son, Lord, her 1-year-old son, Princeton, and their father.
My boyfriend said it sounds like an airplane.
When did you first hear the tornado warning siren?
when me and Princeton were already in the air.
Sydney clutching her 1-year-old as the trailer was violently thrown into the air. But newborn Lord was still in his bassinet, his father desperately reaching for him.
He tried to grab him, but he couldn't, and the tip of the tornado sucked them both up.
Lord was ejected from the home, the father hit by a tree, Sydney and her baby trapped under a collapsed wall.
Princeton was on my chest, and whatever that was crushing me.
Amazingly, Sydney found the strength to free herself and Princeton, but Lord was gone.
And I just remember asking him, "Where's my baby?" And he said he didn't know.
Miraculously, the couple found their baby alive.
He found him laying in a tree, like somebody placed him in this tree. Like, I don't know how we survived.
How do you think you survived it?
It had to have been God.
4 lives saved, but now in desperate need of being rebuilt. Like so many other people here in Clarksville and across Middle Tennessee, Sydney tells me she is not sure where she and her 2 baby boys will live in the foreseeable future. They are alive though, and she says for that, she will be forever grateful. In Clarksville, I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Kelly, thank you so much. It is so important that we're all able to stay on top of emergency alerts when they do come in. So we wanted to hear from you, and we were curious, how do you get alerts during a tornado warning? We all here in studio, we have the Fox 17 News app. We've got push alerts that are enabled. So we asked over on our Fox Nashville Twitter account, how do you get alerts during a tornado warning? We gave these options, either your phone, a weather radio, the Fox 17 News weather app, or sirens. And right now, an overwhelming 81% of you say you do get those tornado warnings from your phone, which is really what we want to hear. Because, for example, if you are depending on tornado sirens to keep you safe when there's a tornado approaching, chances are you're never going to hear them. Those sirens are intended to alert people who are outside at the time. They're not intended to help you if you're in your house. So this is important. Just another reminder and a great opportunity to go ahead and download that free Fox 17 News app. We give you the weather push alerts. Our meteorologists are manning it for you to make sure you stay safe in an emergency. And by the way, this is still live. If you want to sound off and let us know what you think, you can vote and you can leave your comments like other people have done right here. Greg.
Jen, you couldn't be more right. Not every county has a siren. They're not made for indoor use. They're made for outdoor use, and we don't control them. Get your phone apps and make sure you know what's going on as you get out the door.
And standing Tennessee strong. After the break, Fox 17 News taking a closer look at what you can expect when we talk about cleanup and how you can get involved. Stay with us.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
At 7:30, we want to start by thanking you for waking up with us here on a Tuesday morning for Fox 17 News. I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. Glad to be your live local news source, always here for you through 9 a.m. And we start this 7:30 half hour with continuing coverage this morning from the communities most deeply impacted by the tornadoes. One of those communities is in Robertson County. It's the heart of Springfield.
Right now, Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin is joining us live in that area with more updates, including a live interview. Hi there, Amanda.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, we are here in Springfield, right by the Kroger Shopping Center, and we are joined live now by the Assistant City Manager. Thank you so much, Candace, for joining us. Candace, I can't help but take a look at this damage and just how grateful you guys probably are that no one was severely injured here.
Yes, we're incredibly grateful that there weren't any loss of lives, but it's still a loss for many that, live here and work here.
Yeah. What are next steps for the city?
Yeah, so next steps, first I just want to acknowledge that we still have over 100 customers without power this morning, and just want to let everyone know that we're working as quickly as possible to repair that infrastructure so that power can be restored. But moving into today, we're continuing to collect that debris and gather the debris. So those that have been affected, we would like for those to bring the debris to the curb and sort them in 2 piles. brush and then non-brush. And then into tomorrow, we'll begin collecting that. So starting tomorrow morning and into Thursday, those roadways in the affected area will be closed to allow for those trucks to collect that debris. But wanted to let anyone know if they have any need for help to moving that debris, give our office a call at City Hall, 615-382-2200. We've had such an outpouring of support and those wanting to help that we would love to connect those two.
Yeah, I was going to ask for folks who want to volunteer their time, what can they do to help? Are there any donation drop boxes or anything like that?
At this time, we're really just trying to collect that debris and move it to the curb. And we've had some folks that have expressed interest in needing that help. So just give our office a call and we'll make sure to point you in the right direction.
All right, Candace, well, thank you so much for joining us. We're glad everyone is safe there.
Thank you.
For now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you for that update. We also asked all of you all at home to share your stories and videos and photos of the storms over on our social media pages. So take a look at the video that I'm showing right behind me here. Okay, this is a viewer video sent to us from Goodlettsville showing you really a different angle of the tornado that again happened on Saturday, knocking out power. Look at that. You see the fire. All of this happening again in Goodlettsville, just giving us a different perspective, again, that happening in that particular area on Saturday. If you want to share your photos and videos, we encourage you to do so by heading over to fox17.com. Make sure we can share that information online. Thank you to Bryce Taylor for, again, sending us this video. Wow. We are continuing to bring your live updates from the aftermath of the storms. Right now, we're going to send it on over to Peyton Muse, joining us live with another interview. Peyton is over in Clarksville, and I know you were talking with some roofers who are stepping up big time.
Erica, that's right. I've got Junior here. He is one of the co-owners of Southern Roofing and Renovations. But yes, they're out here helping. But first and foremost, one of their own is experiencing just the effects, the impact of this 150 mile per hour tornado that touched down here in Clarksville. Junior, thank you so much for speaking with us. I want you to talk to me first about your guy, Casey. How did you hear about it? I mean, obviously we knew that this was coming, but that's one of your own. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
It's a lot of emotion. Casey and I both served out of the Fort Campbell community, so me and him have had a very extensive relationship. I received a call from one of my general sales managers that one of our team members had been affected, that the tornado had touched down. Within 10 minutes we knew Casey's establishment, got absolutely demolished. Right off the rip, we checked on every single one of our sales guys out here. Once I got clear that everybody was okay, we went ahead and put together a team of about 22 people to come out here and help the Clarksville community.
Now, we talked a little bit off camera, and I know you had mentioned you guys have places all over, but you had people from Arkansas come down here to help last night, and I know you guys are going to go around and help out today. So talk to me a little bit about what you guys did last night. Walk me through the process of how you're going to help rebuild this community.
Yeah. So we have guys from Arkansas, Atlanta, and our Florida locations that came down here. We're having team meetings around 5 in the morning, getting started, and then going out wherever we're getting our service calls, staying active on social media, seeing where people are posting, and having boots on ground, and ultimately, getting these houses tarped to prevent, further collateral damage, and continue to do so to help the community, right? This is a lot more than us, so, yeah.
Thank you so much again for joining us. Now, more information on their efforts to help is going to be on our website at fox17.com. Live for now in Clarksville, I'm Peyton Muse with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
And this will be an ongoing process. You already heard people coming from other states to help out here, and we're going to have more ways you can help. We're going to talk to the people throughout the rest of our newscast all the way through 9 o'clock. Right side of your screen, current temperatures are cold. You saw them bundled up. Hats are on. We've got the gloves, the winter coats, and we have 3 new tornadoes that have been confirmed since yesterday morning at this exact same time. We already know where Peyton is out in the Clarksville area. Was an EF3, but now we have one that's out in Cumberland Furnace in Dickson County that was an EF2. White Bluff in Dickson County that was an EF2, and then also getting up toward the Springfield area where Amanda Chin's been throughout the morning, an EF2. That means wind speed of 120 to 125 miles per hour. Very strong wind, a lot of damage, but now we're focusing on the humanity, how to help out, getting people's stories told, and who needs that support here leading into this holiday season.
Greg, thank you very much. We've had another something pop up here in steer clear traffic, so we want to make sure we've got you covered before you hit the road. We have a near standstill on I-65 at the I-24 junction. Yes, we always have a slowdown here. This is at Trinity Lane approaching downtown Nashville from the north, but no crash here. Just not sure why it's so darn congested. I mean, this is intense even for I-65, I-24. The backup currently going almost toward Briley Parkway on 24 and almost up toward Briley Parkway on I-65 as well. So heads up there. We were also keeping an eye on a car that was pulled over on I-440 just south of Breeze Hill. And it looks like TDOT is on the scene, so they're going to try to get that out of the way and cleared out here quickly.
We are live this morning inside the Salvation Army, where breakfast is not quite served, but it's getting there. We're going to tell you how you can help.
Everything about a big truck.
Hey there, 7:41 is the time this Tuesday, and so many of y'all are asking, hey, how can I get involved and help out folks? Joining us live right now, Justin McFarland. He has a live interview over at the Salvation Army telling us what they're cooking up. Hey there, Justin.
Hey, good morning. You're right. They have been very busy here for now a little while inside the Salvation Army. To talk more about exactly what they're doing, we're joined live right now by the area commander for the Nashville Salvation Army, Captain Philip Canning, here with us this morning. Thank you so much, Captain. We appreciate your time. Tell us this morning, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so this morning we're gearing up to serve meals in the hardest hit areas. We're going to be roaming around with hot breakfast in a few hours in the area of Madison and also Hendersonville.
We see the crews back here behind you working hard to make things happen. Mr. 100 is giving us signs back there. Talk to me about how people can help you as we see the folks working hard behind you.
Absolutely. The best way for people to help is through financial contributions, and they can make those contributions by going to helpsalvationarmy.org or calling 1-800-SAL-ARMY. And the reason financial contributions are so important is because the disaster changes moment by moment, the response to it. And so that money enables us to respond in the way that we need to respond.
You've been doing this a little while, sir. What do you find that people need the most at a time like this, where they've lost, in some cases, almost everything?
So right now we're serving immediate needs, right, for those people who did lose everything. Obviously getting them shelter and also providing them with warm meals, the immediate needs. We're starting to move into the next phase as power is restored. We'll get more into the cleanup. You'll start seeing big volunteer crews around town, and then we'll move into the next phases.
All right. And if people want to donate, how can they do so?
The best way to donate is going to helpsalvationarmy.org or calling 1-800-SAL-ARMY.
All right. Philip Canning, thank you so much for joining us here, sir. And I know you've got an incredible mission. And the food looks good, too, everybody. So it's not just food just because. The food actually, it looks and it smells even better than it looks. We're live for you this morning inside the Salvation Army. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Justin, thank you so much, and thank you to the Salvation Army for all their efforts. That, folks, right there is the good stuff. That's what community is all about, and we're here to share it. Right now, quick look at your current temperatures. Greg left us the cliff notes on the forecast. Feels like with the wind chill right now, 22 in Murfreesboro, 23 in Clarksville, 25 in Gallatin, 27 in Nashville. I know it's cold out there. We've had hard frost, right? But at least we don't have rain, and that is going to be key in these recovery, cleanup, and then rebuilding efforts this week. That is, if nothing else, a true blessing, right? That we have weather that allows us to get out here and do that work. So really thankful for that. We'll check in on the forecast in more detail with Greg in just a couple of minutes. Right now, let's head over to steer clear traffic. We've been showing you some of the backups that we've got. One of the biggest backups now is this I-65, I-24 junction, a bit of a malfunction at this junction, so kind of tough getting through here. You could take a detour. You could take Dickerson Pike or Gallatin Pike to come in, but remember, if you're on Gallatin Pike, you may run into some of the repair work because of the tornado. I wouldn't recommend Ellington because Ellington is backed up right now for some reason as well, real stacked up there. We'll monitor steer clear traffic and get more live looks in just a couple of minutes.
Coming up, questioning outdoor sirens, the concerns from storm survivors over in Clarksville, and how the storm sirens work exactly. And the Titans snatch victories from the jaws of Dolphins. We're going to talk about this big comeback after the break.
Attention homeowners.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Check of the time. It is 7:47 right now. We have confirmation that an EF2 tornado is what whipped through Madison, killing 3 people. That EF2 bringing wind speeds of about 120 miles per hour.
Fox 17 News' Caitlin Miller is now telling us more about how the community there is just relying on faith to get through these very troubling times.
Right behind my office was the kitchen.
Bishop Luther Hill Jr. took us through the property of Sabbath Day Church of God on East Campbell Road in Madison on Monday.
This is the sanctuary. From that back wall there all the way up to this wall here.
Demolished, with very little memorabilia left on the property. Hill explains usually on Saturday nights, this church is crowded.
Probably have a dinner at the church after service is over with, and we'll fellowship.
But he says, by the grace of God, last Saturday, everyone was out of here by 3:30 in the afternoon. But he feels for some of the neighbors close by that weren't so lucky.
Blessed for one thing, but again, saddened because others lost their lives in the tornado.
Fortunately, no one was in this church. But Kathy Cornwell lives 2 houses away from the church and was in her home Saturday night.
Within 2 foot of me, a tree fell right there on top of the roof. I could hear glass shattering. Is what it sounded like hail hitting stuff.
Cornwell says it just wasn't her time to go. She's devastated to see the destruction to her community, but thankful she has her family here to help.
That is Fox 17 News' Caitlin Miller reporting. Now, the people at the church and the people who live in that neighborhood there in Madison all say they are so grateful to have each other to lean on as their community starts this difficult process of cleanup and rebuilding.
Yeah, I can't respond to as why the warning sirens didn't go off until after the fact.
Will you guys be working on, checking the sirens?
Yeah, that's actually something that constantly happens.
That's Fox 17 News reporter Kylie Walker asking those questions. This Tuesday, we're hearing from homeowners who say they're sounding the alarm, so to speak, about a lack of sirens in their community over in Clarksville.
Right, so folks in Montgomery County say those outdoor warning sirens sounded too late. Listen in.
Did you hear any sort of tornado sirens at all?
No, none at all. Once I ensured that my family was okay, I put on some shoes and a coat and I ran over here to assist the house that was demolished. And my whole time outside, I didn't hear anything. I think it was maybe an hour later.
I know it's very hard as folks are trying to work through everything that happened here, but it is important to note, with regards to these outdoor tornado sirens, they are not intended to alert you if you're in your house. They've never been intended for that purpose. They were established to alert people who were outside, maybe construction workers, kids who were playing, games at the ballparks, people who were outside for any reason. And that's why we always say, please make sure you have another way to get those warnings if you are inside. The National Weather Service confirms the initial warning for the west side of Montgomery County was issued at 1:22 p.m. They reissued a warning at 1:43 that would go over the rest of the city of Clarksville. This one did not expire until 2:15 p.m.
Now, there was some backlash over on social media, so then county leaders ultimately telling Fox 17 News that the sirens are intended to be heard from people who are outside, to your point, Jen. That way they know to take cover inside.
Right, to get out of whatever outdoor event you're a part of and take shelter immediately.
Right, so those county leaders wanted folks to go ahead and download an app called MoCo. It's a MoCo app, that way you get those alerts. But of course, we tell folks, download our free Fox 17 News Code Red weather app, and that way you're constantly in the know.
Right, and a reminder too, right, when we get into severe weather like this, no matter what time of the year it is, and you know storms are coming, make sure your volume is turned on your phone, so you click the little, on our phones, you click the little button on the side and then make sure it's turned up. So when they do go off, whether it's coming from the government, like the National Weather Service, from our Fox app, whatever it might be, you have that extra way to get informed.
And please, please, please charge your phone up when you think any storms are coming your way. Stay prepared.
just two more notes to that fact. One of them is we started using tornado sirens back in 1970. Hold up what you just held up. Did we have that back in 1970?
Yeah, no.
So they were there
Things have
because
changed.
it was either that or the beeping noise that would come on your TV if it was on. That was pretty much all we had.
Yeah.
Now we have much better resources for it, and the bigger question to ask if we continue to follow this story is not necessarily why didn't they go off, but who is in charge of firing the sirens? Because it is not us here at any local media.
It's because some folks do think that we're somehow connected to that, but we are not.
And it's not the National Weather Service. It's why that they clarified, they put the warnings out, but we don't have control over any of that.
Then it's up to the localities to have the people to sound those alarms.
So I just want to kind of clarify that, you know, that was an old thing we used to use because we had nothing else. Now we've got all these better resources. Get the Fox 17 Code Red Weather app. Make sure your phone is up like Jen mentioned, because that is going to be your first and best line of defense against severe weather. Taking a look here at upcoming precipitation chances. Thankfully, if there's anything we can look at as a bright spot, we mentioned this a little earlier, no rain until Sunday. So trying to help out, clean up, get crews in, even from other states. We've been talking to people that are trying to help out everyone who's been impacted. It's going to be dry until Sunday. Also warmer in the afternoons, but cold at night. Maybe you're trying to figure out what to donate. Winter coats could be good. Boots, shoes, even just hygiene products, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, things that people need every day, soap, shampoo. Those are things you can drop off. We're going to have locations for that for you here throughout the 9 o'clock, or through between now and 9 o'clock. 55 degrees later on this afternoon, but we're cold right now, right near 30 degrees.
Well, typically, Ellington Parkway is a good detour for I-65, but if you look at your screen right now, you're going to see why that's not necessarily the case. We took a quick glance at the TDOT map, and we're not seeing any kind of crashes, but there is a slowdown in this area. Again, this is Ellington Parkway. We're going to keep watching this and give you some more updates, but again, no crashes to tell you about for this area at the moment.
I know everybody's looking for a little bit of positivity right now. The Titans coming through with some positive news. Incredible game last night. Monday Night Football. It's really do or die time right now for the Titans, and man, did they come out with a huge win, going up against one of the best teams in the NFL right now, the Miami Dolphins. Here, set the stage for you. Okay, we've got 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the game last night, fourth quarter. The Titans are down by 14. And they went to work quickly. Let's check the highlights from the game. Lots of action here from the get-go. It wasn't looking good for the Titans initially, but watch Will Levis here. That's a bomb to DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how he managed to hold on to that ball, but he did. The Titans would go on to score. Here's Derrick Henry jumping into the end zone, doing what he does best. The Titans would make the choice to go for two. Will Levis says, yes, bring it on. He says, let's go. So they go for two. They score again. The Titans go on to win. And by the way, a lot of people were concerned that our defense wouldn't hold, but boy, it did. They were fired up about that too. So defense holds, offense gets to work, and the Titans get the win by 1 point. So history, right? The NFL reporting this morning, it's the first time that a team has been down by 14 with less than 3 minutes to go and pulls off a win without going into overtime. Big night for the Titans. Coming up next, we're going to play the Texans here at Nissan Stadium. That's happening this Sunday.
There are some big names in Nashville making sure these storm survivors have what they need. The helping hand, how you can participate as well.
Let's go sell something.
Selling.
Well, if you still have some holiday shopping to do, you're not alone. I know Jim was talking about your list.
Working on it.
Okay.
Work in progress.
There is some help, though, that could come in handy, okay? We're talking about a chance for you to win some big cash by playing our holiday trivia game.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, too, even if you're done Christmas shopping, but, you know, maybe you win the $100 Visa gift card and you go give it to somebody who's in need right now.
Make a donation.
Yes, use it for the good. So here's how you can win our holiday trivia contest. Just scan that QR code, open the camera on your smartphone, hold it up to that code. It'll pop up a link. You tap the link, and it'll have you register to answer today's question. You win, you're in the running for that $100 Visa gift card, and then the weekly national drawing for $5,000.
Bada bing, bada boom. Very easy.
There you go. One of the ways that we're trying to help spread a little bit of holiday cheer.
We're also checking on over on our Fox17.com. Actually, just kidding. We're going to weather. I was ahead of myself.
Yeah, we are. Keep your phone out. So finish up with that QR code and then go get this one. We talked about sirens and places you can get help just a few minutes ago. Less than 5 minutes ago. You can scan that QR code, get the Fox 17 Code Red Weather app. You don't need to worry about listening for a siren. This will go off anytime that your specific county has any issues to help you during severe weather.
Let's go to steer clear traffic now. We've got a crash just reported down in Brentwood, and it's a doozy. I want you to take a look at your screen. If you're listening but not watching in Williamson County, heads up. This crash is near I-65 at Harding, inbound to Nashville, and it is jacking up traffic in both directions. All right, so it does look like we've got traffic barely getting on the interstate here because of that congestion. And I thought the crash was coming into Nashville, but it actually looks like it's in the southbound lanes. And that's where folks are having a hard time getting on the interstate. So yeah, crash in the southbound lanes of I-65 at Harding. So heads up there, but also causing those big rubberneck delays coming into Nashville. If you needed a detour here and you're coming in from Franklin or Brentwood, you could always take Wilson Pike to come in. And if you are on the west side of town, you could take 31, which is Franklin Pike, to get into Nashville.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
We are waking up cold. Temperatures in the 20s right now. We'll get a little better later on this afternoon, but we're going to talk about some new developments overnight into this morning when it comes to new tornado reports from Saturday and areas that will be looked at later on today.
The cleanup continues here in Springfield after an EF2 tornado severely damages businesses and homes.
And this morning, we're taking a look at the road ahead for people who are counting their blessings and now looking at the process of rebuilding. This morning, focusing on the cleanup, the recovery, and the rebuilding efforts.
Right now, though, we want to start by thanking you for waking up with us here on a Tuesday morning for Fox 17 News. I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. Yeah, we're glad to be your live local news team, always here for you through 9 a.m. And we continue our team coverage after the deadly tornadoes from the weekend.
Yeah, parts of the mid-state are busy picking up pieces following this weekend's severe weather, trying to figure out what's next, how do we get involved, and trying to pick up some of those donations.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot going on right now as far as community mobilization is concerned, right? We've got boots on the ground, folks in action. We begin this morning in Robertson County. We go live to Springfield with Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin. Amanda, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. We are joined live now by Springfield Mayor Ann Williams. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us. I know we're standing right behind Holman Jewelers. What was Holman Jewelers? Can you kind of describe just the damage that you see there and just around the city?
Well, and this business is over 50 years old, and 4 of the people were still in there working, and so close to Christmas, they were, still open for business, and 4 of them took cover in different spots of this building, and luckily they were one was transported to Northcrest Hospital, and of course only with minor injuries. We're so blessed.
Yeah, how grateful are you guys that there were no severe injuries or deaths in Springfield?
We're so blessed that we have the tornado sirens that have been in for a very long time, and that everybody took cover and did what we are all taught to do.
Yeah. And what are next steps here for the city?
Well, we have 9,300 customers have been restored for their electricity. We have 100 that are still out. We're having to rebuild those lines. So please, be patient with us. It is a difficult job. We have a lot of people here from other states working to get the utilities back on. We're going to be cleaning up the debris tomorrow. We're going to close the streets over here in this neighborhood. We're going to close the streets, get the big trucks in, get the debris. So today is the last day for volunteers to get debris up and cut it up. And then we'll open the streets back up on Friday, and the volunteers can come in and help again with more debris.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mayor. We appreciate you speaking with us, and we're glad you're all okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. But for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you. And I'm just thinking about how long it's going to take and how many volunteers are going to be needed for weeks to come, months to come.
Yeah, well, and hearing the story, too, of the folks who were in Holman Jewelers taking cover when that came through and their survival, just incredible.
Fox 17 News continuing our team coverage now with Peyton Muse joining us live. She is joining us from Clarksville.
That's right, guys. So I'm actually right back here on this road. We're on Henry Place Boulevard. This is where 3 people lost their lives. The damage, obviously, it's lighter out now, so I'm going to step out of the frame. I'm going to let Kevin just do his thing. That's our photojournalist. Just so you guys can see, we've got actually what you all might be hearing, but you're not going to see is crews. Crews are coming in and out of here. Today, it's about recovery. It's been about recovery this entire time. People are coming from all over to help everyone in need. I know a little bit ago we had spoken with a roofing company. They had people coming from Florida, Arkansas, locals here going out of their way, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to come and help people because it is another day of picking up the pieces in Clarksville. There's still a long way to go, but coming up within the next 15 minutes, we're actually going to speak with Mayor Joe Pitts and talk about the recovery efforts. So be sure to stick with us for that. Reporting live for now in Clarksville, Peyton Muse, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Yeah, crews coming from Georgia, Kentucky, and Indiana. We have some more breaking news this Tuesday, though. We now know that a Clarksville Fire Rescue District Command vehicle on your screen right now was involved in a deadly crash yesterday morning.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is in an area of Clarksville where we also had first responders going to tornado damage. So this was just off Peacher's Mill. We understand that an employee was responding to a house fire when the crash happened. That employee, we understand, with fire and rescue, did go to the hospital and is expected to be okay. But we are still working to learn the identity of the person who died in the crash. Just a tragedy all the way around. By the way, Tennessee Highway Patrol is investigating.
And to update you here very quickly, take a look at your screen. We have added 3 new confirmed tornadoes to the map since yesterday morning at this time. One of them on the left side of your screen, Cumberland Furnace in Dickson County. EF2, 125 mile per hour wind speed. We have White Bluff in Dickson County. EF2, 125 mile per hour wind speed. And then up in Springfield, we just had a live report talking about and showing you the damage in real time here. EF2, 120 mile per hour wind speed. We're going to keep you posted on where we're going to be seeing National Weather Service weather crews later today that will continue to watch places where we have the damage and possibility of more confirmed tornadoes.
All right, 8:06 is the time, and we do want to bring you back up to speed with this steer clear traffic update. This is going to be a live look at I-65 at Harding Place, where you have an outbound crash, and you can see that is leading to a brake check, a slowdown for this particular spot. We're working to get some more details about that crash, and I know, Jen, do you want to add something to that for earlier?
Yeah, so it's hard, because we can't see it on this camera view. It's just out of our view of the camera. But yeah, this is in the outbound lane, so leaving Nashville going, say, toward Brentwood and Franklin. And it doesn't look like it's cleared, and we've still got this backup. Rubberneck delays in the opposite lanes as well. So that's why we're seeing this backup. But we'll monitor it for you. We'll check in again here in just a few minutes.
We're live this morning at the Salvation Army, where they are preparing to feed those who are most in need. And in this case, we're talking about the storm survivors in Hendersonville and Madison. We're going to tell you how you can help.
Catch 2 nights of Masked Singer.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. It's 8:09 right now. We have an alert from the Laverne Police Department right now after one of their officers has died in a car crash. The news release from the Laverne Police Department did not give us specifics on the crash. It did not say that he was on duty at the time, but Officer Brandon Joyner did die in a crash in Smyrna. 46 years old, a 6-year veteran of the Laverne Police Department. They're asking for prayers for both his family and the department especially. I mean, gosh, you never want to lose a loved one, but especially right here before Christmas, you can understand how difficult that's going to be for the family and the department. So they're asking for prayers moving forward. Erica?
For folks impacted by Saturday's tornadoes, a hot meal is something they just do not take for granted. Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland joining us live from the Salvation Army because they're trying to make that hot meal a little bit easier for folks to get in there and eat.
Yeah, good morning, Erica. If you don't have electricity, obviously that hot meal is hard to come by, but the folks here at the Salvation Army are making it happen for you. We saw the magic happening on the grill at around 7:30, and now here in our 8 o'clock hour, the meal is ready to roll. They're getting ready to pack it up and move it out there to Madison and Hendersonville. The biscuits, the sausage, the egg, the oatmeal. This is all part of where your donation money is going to. And it's not just this, it's other things as well. We were speaking with the area commander a little bit earlier this morning. He says they're going to be providing hundreds of meals to folks in need, and he understands the need is great.
As power's coming back online and people are getting shelter and getting food, then we'll move into the medium-term needs, and that's going to be stuff like cleanup. Big volunteer groups will start coming in to help clean up the debris and stuff that is around, and then we'll move into long-term recovery, which will help individuals restore their living situations.
And coming up at around 8:30, we're going to talk about what long-term recovery really means. But if you would like to donate to the Salvation Army, there's a couple of different ways to do that. The first one is by phone, 1-800-SAL-ARMY. The other way to do so is online. Their website is helpsalvationarmy.org. We're live for you this morning here at the Salvation Army in Nashville. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Oh, Justin, thank you so much. That meal looks delicious. Hey, there is also a QR code on your screen right now so that you can help. Fox 17 News is trying to help you give back to the storm survivors. So what you do is just grab your phone. It's probably already in your phone, in your hand anyway. You scan the QR code that is up on your screen right now. That way you can easily donate. And do not worry if you're listening, but you think, hey, I need that website one more time. Please go to fox17.com. That way you can find all the details, everything you need to know. Greg, we're trying to make it as easy as possible for folks that want to donate and lend a helping hand, because a hot meal, as we heard from Justin, goes a long way.
It goes a long way, and thankfully we're looking at everything on radar when it comes to reflectivity, a debris tracker. There's nothing on radar, so we've got sunshine today. Later on this afternoon, we're going to have the National Weather Service in Stewart, Humphreys, Davidson, and Sumner counties surveying more damage and trying to see if we have any more tornado confirmation.
All right, Greg, thank you very much. And steer clear traffic right now. We're going to give you a live look back at I-65 at Harding Place. This has been one of the problem spots here in just the last few minutes. The backup is starting to ease as a result of a crash on I-65 at Harding. It's outbound. So if you're leaving Nashville and trying to get down to Brentwood or Franklin this morning, you're going to run into this backup. I don't think it's worth a detour anymore, although if you really wanted to, you could take Wilson Pike or you could take Franklin Pike to get in. But again, I think this is starting to ease up just a bit. A couple of other problem zones. Laverne, I-24, you've got a big backup there. We're seeing some delays coming through Kingston Springs this morning. Also right now, a bit stacked up from Millersville and Hendersonville. We'll keep an eye on steer clear traffic and give you more live looks in just a couple of minutes.
There are local schools that are making some changes when it comes to their schedules because of the tornadoes and all the damage. What parents, students, teachers, everyone needs to know.
Yeah, and getting resources where they're most needed. We'll tell you how you can help people impacted by the tornadoes in all of our different communities. So we're going to really zone in and get you those resources so you can help.
Insurance companies have a favor.
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Time right now is 8:16, and we continue to bring you live updates from across the mid-state. We go now to Clarksville, where we understand our own Peyton Muse is joining us live with the mayor of Clarksville to get an update.
Good morning, Jen. That's right. Now, Mayor Joe Pitts, he's here with me right now, mayor of Clarksville. It's been a long couple of days, to say the least. First off, I think it's kind of cliche to ask, but how are you doing? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well considering what we're faced with, but I'm more concerned about the people in this neighborhood and throughout our city that have been impacted by this disaster.
And in terms of the recovery efforts, I mean, I know you must be so proud to see how many people have stepped up to kind of help. It's 8:15 right now. People were showing up here around 3 a.m.
It's been overwhelming since Saturday afternoon. The outpouring of support and encouragement, the resources, the provisions are coming from all over the country, not just all over the state. And we're gratified by it because we're going to need them for the long haul.
Now, we talked a little bit off camera about the amount of damage here, and I think you said including, this isn't just for residential, but businesses, I think it was like about 600-700 things destroyed in your city.
Yeah, we had about 700, and that number's fluid. It's changing as we go through and continue, but the initial assessment, a little over 700 structures. Most of those are residential structures, be they houses like we see here or apartments that suffered significant damage or are uninhabitable. And then we had a few that have suffered minor damage.
Now, I know one thing that we should touch on is what can people do to help? I know there's a lot of volunteers that are coming here. There's people with trucks wanting to just jump right in and help you guys. You guys got hit the hardest. What do you want people to know that want to help?
Well, two things. First of all, today is Tuesday. We don't need volunteers coming into the neighborhoods today. We had an overwhelming outpouring of volunteers support yesterday. They came through. You can see the piles of debris by the road. We need room for the trucks, as you see in the background and here, to get this debris out of the way today and tomorrow. And then Thursday, we're going to need volunteers to remobilize and come back in an organized fashion to keep the traffic down so that our emergency vehicles and trucks can get access.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. So live here in Clarksville for now. We're going to have more from the mayor coming up within the next half hour. I'm Peyton Muse with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
All right. Thank you so much, Peyton. Now, for those of you who might have just tuned in, maybe you're just waking up with us, want to just get you updated on the current state of what we know with regards to the state of emergency, the number of tornadoes and deaths. Right now, as it stands, our entire state is still in a level 3 state of emergency. That basically means that resources have been mobilized to help people impacted by the disaster quickly. So whether that's emergency loans, whether that's teams that can get out and do assessments and repairs. In all, we also know that these tornadoes impacted 10 counties. We do have 6 deaths confirmed.
Yeah, so when you think about 10 counties, that means school systems. The Clarksville-Montgomery school system has canceled classes, not just until next week, but we're talking until January. That's when they're going to be heading back to the classroom. Students will get back to class there January 4th. But we were talking about this earlier, Jen. You know, they had 1 week for, let's say, power restoration, but then holiday break was already set in there. So better yet to just go ahead and extend it all in all. We have some breaking news this morning that we want to tell you about. We now know that a Clarksville Fire Rescue District Command vehicle was involved in a deadly crash. It happened on Monday morning. Take a look at your screen for a photo of that vehicle. The Clarksville Fire Rescue Department says this happened around 10:30 over on Peachers Mill Road. They say their employee was responding to a house fire once this did happen. That employee, good news here. The good news is expected to be okay. They have not, though, shared the identity of the other person who was involved in this crash. The Tennessee Highway Patrol is investigating, and it continues. Greg.
Yeah, we just saw Peyton talking with the mayor. You just saw that image from Clarksville. That was the hardest area hit. 10 hours worth of severe weather we had across Middle Tennessee, Clarksville. That tornado was on the ground for 43 miles, all the way up into southern Kentucky. EF3, 150-mile-per-hour wind speed. It did take 3 lives and 62 injuries with that as well. Up to 100 homes, or 1,000 homes, excuse me, were damaged. We know 114 of them, those families may not come back to the house that they had before. They're destroyed. 268 of those have major damage. This is an area of concern, and the mayor said it perfectly. If he says, don't come in right now, we got to get all this stuff out of here and then come back, follow the lead of any local government that's telling you what they need.
Greg, thank you so much, and steer clear traffic right now. I want to give you a couple of different live looks just to let you know how things are shaping up. This is west of Nashville, I-40 at 46th Avenue. A little bit of a backup here for our Bellevue commuters. I mentioned moments ago we were seeing a backup out near Kingston Springs and Pegram. It eases up as you get to Bellevue, and then it stacks up again here, I-40 at 46. No crash here, just delays. Let's also get a check here real quick if we can. Vietnam Veterans Boulevard, Gallatin Pike, move a little bit stacked up there. We'll take you there live in just a few minutes.
There is a mother this morning who is just grateful to be alive when it comes to her baby who was tossed during the tornadoes, their story of survival. Welcome back. 8:25 is the time. We are now telling you about a story about a mother involving her story of survival. Her 3-month-old baby was tossed from the bassinet into a tree and survived. Fox 17 News' Kelly Avellino says that mother says they are alive by the grace of God. Listen.
The tornado blew this trailer completely on its side here in Clarksville, but you could still tell that it's a trailer. That's not the case for everyone in this neighborhood.
This is his crib. All of that's his crib mattress.
This is the first time Sydney Moore is seeing what's left of her home since 150-mile-an-hour winds ripped it from the ground Saturday. She was inside her living room with her 4-month-old son, Lord, her 1-year-old son, Princeton, and their father.
My boyfriend said it sounds like an airplane.
When did you first hear the tornado warning siren?
When me and Princeton were already in the air.
Sydney clutching her 1-year-old as the trailer was violently thrown into the air. But newborn Lord was still in his bassinet, his father desperately reaching for him.
He tried to grab him, but he couldn't, and the tip of the tornado sucked them both up.
Lord was ejected from the home, the father hit by a tree, Sydney and her baby trapped under a collapsed wall.
Princeton was on my chest, and whatever that was crushing me.
Amazingly, Sydney found the strength to free herself and Princeton, but Lord was gone.
And I just remember asking him, "Where's my baby?" And he said he didn't know.
Miraculously, the couple found their baby alive.
He found him laying in a tree, like somebody placed him in this tree. Like, I don't know how we survived.
How do you think you survived it?
It had to have been God.
4 lives saved, but now in desperate need of being rebuilt. Like so many other people here in Clarksville and across Middle Tennessee, Sydney tells me she is not sure where she and her 2 baby boys will live in the foreseeable future. They are alive though, and she says for that, she will be forever grateful. In Clarksville, I'm Kelly Avellino for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
A quick check of your forecast leading us into 8:30, and the 3 bullet points we're going to cover when it comes to future weather for you are more cold mornings. Right side of your screen, we're in the 20s to right near 30 degrees if you're lucky. Sunny and warmer for the afternoon in the 50s, and the next chance of rain comes this weekend. The potential for rain on Sunday coming straight your way.
Greg, thank you very much. Right now at 8:27, standing Tennessee strong. What we can expect as cleanup efforts are underway here in the Mid-State.
Let's go sell something.
Selling.
You're watching Fox 17 News This Morning, your Code Red station.
Good morning to you. 8:30 is the time. Want to start by thanking you for waking up with us here on Fox 17 News. I'm Erica Glover.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. We are your live local news source, always here with you every weekday morning until 9 a.m. So we continue our coverage for the next half hour.
We are continuing our coverage, talking about parts of the Mid-State that are just busy picking up the pieces following this weekend's deadly tornadoes.
You know, and while our initial coverage beginning Saturday night going into Sunday was of the destruction, right? The loss of life, the loss of property, and that is still part of the story. We now turn our focus to communities that are mobilizing, they're on the ground, they are taking action to try to help all the people who have been impacted.
That is where we're going to find Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin giving us updates on that kind of latest information. She is over in Springfield.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yes, I am in Springfield, and you can just see behind me the extent of the damage here. But I do want to talk to you. We are joined live by the Public Affairs Coordinator, Natasha. Natasha, thank you so much for joining us. What are next steps?
Yes, thank you so much for having me here. Right now, we are currently in our cleanup phase. We are also continuing to work to restore power. We currently have about 100 customers that are without power, and we are so thankful for their patience while our crews continue to rebuild the infrastructure to reconnect power to them as soon as possible.
And what are the biggest needs with the city right now?
Yes, the biggest needs right now, we are moving into our cleanup phase for debris. On Wednesday and Thursday, we will begin going through town and cleaning up that debris from residential areas. So right now, today is the last day for volunteers to come in and help our residents clean up that debris. What would be the best is to take that debris and place it at the edge of the property near the road and divide that up into 2 groups, brush and non-brush.
And I know you have a positive story you wanted to share as well with everything that's been going on.
With everything that's going on, you know, just something that has really stood out to us is just this outpouring of support and volunteers, just of people wanting to see how they can help the affected residents and commercial businesses. And if there are any volunteers who would like to be connected with a resident that needs assistance cleaning up the debris outside their home, please call City Hall. We will gladly connect you with a resident who needs assistance, especially the elderly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Natasha, for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we're glad you're all okay. Well, for now, reporting live in Springfield, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that report from Robertson County. We now shift our attention to Montgomery County and continue our coverage with Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse. She's been talking with the mayor of Clarksville. Okay, I tell you what, we're going to give Peyton a moment to get her microphone situated so that we can have that interview, and then we'll check back in with her here in just a couple of moments.
Yeah, and some breaking news here when it comes to where the Weather Service is going to be today to potentially confirm more tornadoes. We'll talk about that first, then we'll talk about this map that is on your screen. Additional storm surveys are planned today across Stewart, Humphreys, Davidson, and Sumner counties. We've added 3 new confirmed tornadoes, and I am not liking the numbers that I'm seeing here. It's what we thought when we were live with you on Saturday, just tracking this for those 10 hours, and the wind speeds we were seeing, the strength that we were seeing of these ends up adding up to what we saw with the damage and what we've gotten confirmation from the Weather Service. So the 2 that we knew about yesterday morning when you were waking up with us, the Madison, Hendersonville, and Gallatin tornado, EF2, 125 mile per hour wind speed. And we also knew, just by looking at the damage, I mean, honestly, numbers don't even matter at that point when you look at the devastation in some of these areas, was an EF3 at 150 miles per hour. And this was on the ground for 43 miles. The 3 that we added were the Springfield tornado that we just mentioned, White Bluff in Dickson County, and also Cumberland Furnace in Dickson County.
Greg, thank you. 8:35 is the time. Want to take a check over on the circular traffic update in the West Nashville area, I-40, 46th Avenue. There are no crashes. This is looking very, very, very good. Just a little bit of a slowdown, but really that's your typical Tuesday morning commute.
It looks like we've got our microphone situation straightened out with Fox 17 News' Peyton Muse. She's joining us live in Clarksville again now, speaking with the mayor.
That's right. We are in Clarksville. I have Mayor Joe Pitts here. This area was hit the hardest. Now, Clarksville, Montgomery County, I know you all, we spoke a little bit off camera. You said that you both are working closely together. So tell me a little bit about those efforts.
Well, we're meeting every day. Montgomery County Mayor Wes Golden and I are meeting every day with the team just to make sure the message is one. We don't need any conflicting messages or mixed messages about what people need to do. So, yeah, I'm just very grateful for his work and cooperation.
Now, I know there's crews again. This happened earlier. People are coming out here and just helping this stretch of road where 3 people passed away, and this is just one area. I know that this is going around all over Clarksville, and you must be so proud.
Oh, it is just, we're a proud, patriotic city. We're resilient, and our resolve is strong. We will recover, and we're here until the last person is served and gets what they need.
Now, you had mentioned ways that earlier how people can help. I know you don't want people that just driving through, taking pictures and doing that kind of thing. Tell me what people need to know, volunteers, those that have trucks that are able to maybe get some of the debris out. What can people do to help that are watching?
Well, first of all, today's Tuesday, so we don't need any volunteers in these neighborhoods. They did a great job on Monday, yesterday, coming in, piling debris next to the road. Let our trucks, let our equipment, our departments in the private sector get it out of the way today and tomorrow, and then Thursday we'll mobilize volunteers again. We don't need people driving through, taking pictures, as you mentioned, because you're just getting in the way, but we got to clear these roads so emergency traffic can get through and construction traffic can get through.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mayor
you.
Joe Pitts. We really appreciate it here at Fox 17 News. So live for now in Clarksville, I'm Peyton Muse with Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
We are live this morning in Nashville, where they are cooking things up at the Salvation Army to help those in need. We're going to tell you how you can help them give some support.
We weren't getting along.
We had been
Welcome back to Fox 17 News this morning. Time right now is 8:40. We've been talking about all of the local efforts now underway to help our communities recover after these tornadoes, including the American Red Cross.
We're joined right now on the phone with Sherry McKinney, the Regional Director of Communications. Sherry, what do you want us to know about the best way folks can step up and get involved when it comes to the Red Cross and all of your efforts?
Well, again, thank you all so much for sharing our story and sharing how people can get some assistance following these terrible storms. The easiest way to volunteer with the American Red Cross is by going out to redcross.org/volunteer. And from there, you'll see all the steps you need to take to sign up to volunteer. We'll make sure everyone is trained. We'll make sure everyone is ready to respond to disasters, everything from home fires to what we had this past weekend. It's important for folks who have this calling on their hearts to volunteer, to step up, because we have seen more than $25 billion disasters this year across the nation. And this one will definitely rate right up there. So we're seeing it more frequently. We're needing more volunteers more frequently. So it would mean a lot to everyone involved with Red Cross.
Sherry, real quick question for you before we let you go. What about your blood supply? I mean, I know in times of disaster like this, that is of concern. How are things looking right now?
Well, of course, anytime during the wintertime, especially around the holidays, we see a dip nationwide in blood donation because people are busy, right? But that's why it's important for folks to donate regularly every 56 days if they're donating whole blood, and make those appointments and keep them, right? Right now, our blood supply is looking pretty good, but we do encourage folks to continue donating. Don't miss your appointments. Set up appointments ahead of time with the American Red Cross by going to redcrossblood.org.
All right, Sherry McKinney with the Red Cross. We'll have all that information, including that website, over on fox17.com. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Right now at 8:42, Fox 17 News continuing our coverage with Justin McFarland, who is with another group doing their part to help our community over at the Salvation Army. Good morning, Justin.
Hey, good morning. And the folks here at the Salvation Army have been busy since the early morning hours preparing food for those who are most in need in places like Hendersonville and Madison. You see the chefs busy at the grill. This is the second round of food, by the way, not the first that they've got going here this morning. But it's beyond just food that they are preparing to go to Hendersonville and Madison. They are preparing for long-term help as well. They say it's beyond just a hot meal, which is badly needed. They know folks are going to need help in the long run as well.
There's a long recovery period for individuals, especially that have lost everything, and so this need's going to go well into calendar year of 2024. And so, again, financial contributions are the best way to help with that. And what we do with the donations, once we respond to the immediate need, then all those funds go towards long-term recovery. How do we help people get back into their homes and get back to their normal life as much as possible?
Now, the Salvation Army will have a total of 3 different locations. One is going to be in Hendersonville, in that particular area, along the Hunters Trail area that was hardly hard hit. And the other one will be in Madison, along Nesbitt Lane. That, of course, was hard hit as well. They'll be out there with food trucks to deliver those hot meals. They'll also have a roving truck going through that area as well. If you would like to help, you can do so by going online. Their website is helpsalvationarmy.org. Now, one more thing I wanted to pass along. They have volunteers who are doing great things here at the Salvation Army. One of those volunteers has been on Fox 17 before. Mr. Sterling, right back here, season 13 of Hell's Kitchen. He was on it for several weeks. So you've got not just a chef, but a celebrity chef helping to prepare some of the food. We're live for you this morning. I'm Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Oh, I love that. Justin, I remember when we interviewed him here on our morning show. Boy, life comes full circle, doesn't it?
It sure does. And hey, we're the only local station with your traffic and weather updates live from 4 all the way up until 9. Up next, our Code Red meteorologist tracking those temperatures across the mid-state. And we're going to have some more updates from Justin McFarland.
I can't respond to as why the warning sirens didn't go off until after the fact.
Will you guys be working on, checking the sirens?
Yeah, that's actually something that constantly happens.
Okay, so that was our Fox 17 News Kylie Walker out there asking those questions. We know this Tuesday morning that some homeowners, you reached out to us asking about the alarms and the lack of sirens, specifically in Clarksville. Folks living in Montgomery County say the outdoor sirens, that they sounded too late.
Did you hear any sort of tornado sirens at all?
No, none at all. Once I ensured that my family was okay, I put on some shoes and a coat, and I ran over here to assist the house that was demolished. And my whole time outside, I didn't hear anything. I think it was maybe an hour later.
The National Weather Service confirms the initial warning for the west side of Montgomery County was issued at 1:22 p.m. They reissued a warning at 1:43 that would go over the rest of the city of Clarksville, and that one did not expire until 2:15 p.m.
Now, after some backlash over on social media, there are county leaders who told Fox 17 News that sirens are intended to be heard for people who are outside. That way, you know when you're outside to, hey, get inside and take cover.
You know, and that's something that our meteorologist Greg Bobus has been explaining this morning. Those sirens are not intended to alert you in your home. With technology, what it is these days, county leaders are urging you to use your smartphones to get the proper apps so that you can get alerted through your phone. And to your point, we talked about this earlier, when you know there's a possibility of severe weather coming, which we will always alert you at least 24 hours in advance. Make sure you keep your phone charged and you have an app that will alert you. Ours will do it, that free Fox 17 News app. It'll send you push alerts. It'll sound off on your phone to let you know.
All good advice. We're also going to hear from Greg Bobus right now talking about those frigid temperatures. I'm just looking for some kind of warm up.
Yeah, we are very cold. Now, I'll tell you, the mornings are going to be cold. It's that time of the year when you can have a very, very cold morning and frosty windshields, but the afternoons are going to be better for cleanup. Yesterday was in the 40s. Moving forward, we're going to have temperatures that will be in the 50s starting today. We already have the sunshine. The one thing that we've got going for us, and there are not many after the last couple of days, but is the fact that we don't have any rain until the weekend. I want to talk tornado stats for you here because this has become a new trend in just the last 4 years. Typically, and this data goes from 1811 all the way through last year. And this will be updated here in the coming days when we find out how many tornadoes were in our area. We've already got 5 confirmed for December. Our severe weather season used to be only in the spring. And then we got a little dip during the summer and early fall months. But look at November and December. And even March. Our biggest one in the last 4 years up until now was March. But we've had 2 since then that were big outbreaks that were in December. So the typical months that you grew up maybe when you were learning in school and they always told you watch out for April and May. Those months are still active, but we're getting them earlier and later in the seasons. We are cold. Yeah, to Erica's point, we're at 26 degrees right now with the wind chill in Clarksville, 33 in Nashville, a little bit of a breeze out there. This is the feels-like temperature. So if you are going to be out there helping out before that debris is collected, make sure we are bundling up as we get out the door. You want the winter coat this morning.
Time for Steer Clear traffic, 10 minutes until 9 o'clock right now. Our morning rush hour commute starting to ease up just a little bit. This is I-40 at 46th with a bit of an improvement. Earlier, this was pretty stacked up, but starting to ease up coming into Nashville from Bellevue. If there's anything else we need to alert you about, we'll do it in the next few minutes here on Fox 17 News this morning. How are we feeling, Titans fans? How are we doing here on this Tuesday? It's a Victory Tuesday after the Titans shocked the world when they beat the Miami Dolphins last night in Monday Night Football. Let's check some of the highlights, and there were plenty to go around. Started off a little shaky, but Will Levis would really come back here, sending a bomb here to DeAndre Hopkins, who comes in clutch. Huge catch here. Titans would go on to score. They were down 27-13 with just a couple of minutes to go in the game, and Derrick Henry is going to score right there. Here we are, like final seconds ticking down. Will Levis gets pumped up on the sidelines, nearly barrels over coach there. They go for 2. They get it. Titans beat the Dolphins in primetime Monday Night Football by 1 point. The final 28-27. Coach was excited. Will Levis was pumped. The whole team said it truly was a team effort last night, offense and defense. Now, still to come, Titans are going to play. It's a bit of a short week. We're playing here at home this Sunday at Nissan Stadium against the Texans.
After the break, getting resources where they are needed the most. Fox 17 News, we are letting you know how you can help those impacted by the tornado outbreak. And of course, go to fox17.com for the ways to be involved.
Get away with a great deal at
Well, explosions at a power station lighting up the mid-state sky on Saturday as that tornado just plowed through. There was some video that we got from overnight showing more of that destruction in a very close-up manner.
Absolutely. Let's watch here together. The Nashville Electric Service, NES, releasing the video from one of their security cameras showing the north substation in the Madison area. And as this continues, what we see here, wind and rain, and then flashes, blue flashes will show up here as transformers and electrical equipment all get hit.
Yeah, ultimately you see a huge, there it is, explosion in this video. NES says the North and Hendersonville substations were severely damaged, and you can see why. We're talking about more than 150 power poles ultimately that were broken.
All right. U.S. Senator from Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn, addressing the deadly storms. You know, we've seen the governor come through and mayors of all of our communities. But Senator Blackburn saying it's inspiring to see the volunteer spirit of all Tennesseans who are volunteering to help their neighbors through the devastation. She went on to say, Chuck and I are praying for these families who lost their lives in the storms and wishing a speedy recovery to all who have injuries.
And we always want to make sure that you have the resources necessary to find out how you can get involved, how you can help those who need it most. We were talking with the Community Resource Center earlier today. Amazon also has activated their disaster relief hub to assist community partners providing recovery relief here in Mid-State.
Yeah, good to see here. We've got Amazon relief teams that have already packed up more than 18,000 items. We're talking tarps, which, you know, we've been mentioning this morning, hygiene kits, things like baby wipes and diapers. And this morning we have just learned that the first truckload of those Amazon relief items is on its way to communities right here in Middle Tennessee, most severely impacted by those tornadoes.
Man, that's going to go a long way. Even the restaurant chain, O'Charlie's, they're doing their part to help community members. We're hearing more from O'Charlie's, who says they're providing free meals to first responders